Jesus! We're off to a flying start, friends. Yes, it's me talking, but nothing's being said. Don't I look very interesting? You know, I'm sat here.
The refund.
No, I'm sat here in me creative space. For feck. Hang on. Don't. Jesus, the whole thing shagged. How do we do this now? Ooh, right. Hang on there now. Look at the face of intent. You know. How do I fix? Right, hang on. I'll disappear for a second. It'll go dark and quiet, but hang on. I fixed it! That's me! I was here all along. I was just sitting there like this, you know. Right. What an intro. Hope you're all keeping terribly well. Brilliant! Live, this is what happens. Come here anyway. I'm here to me creative space. Shower of right, taken out of context completely. It's my space for creativity. My creative space. How many times can you say it, Murphy? Creative space, creative space, creative space. Yes, shower of right. Anyway, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm a little bit late. I had issues, but I've sorted them out. And now here we are, friends. We're here in X-Plane 12, and we're going to be flying a brand new release from Just Flight in partnership with Thranda Design. It is that of the Piper, the PA28 Archer TX. G1000, no less. Ooh. Just Flight have released the Archer already over in X-Plane 12. They've now just come out with the Archer TX, kind of the, the fancy version. So we're going to take it for the flight in Alaska. You know. Oh wait, I'm not very creative. Get out! My creative space. He did a counter! He actually counted them! It used to be fantastic. It used to be, what else did I used to say? You're always giving out. Right? Anyway, hope you're all keeping well. If you have any questions relating to flight simulation, here's the place to ask as we do these morning streams. You see, when it's currently 8 degrees in Tipperary, I've brought in the bins, it's raining, and me foot went into a puddle. Right, stuff is the new one, by the way. Stuff. I say stuff all the time. Sticks and stones and stuff. Yeah, you're a barrel of laughs, so you are, you know. Jesus. Listen, right. Trendsetter. Just remember that. Everyone's going to be talking about the creative space now. What? Yeah. Need to be in my creative space. Right. We're taking over the alphabet crowd and all this. Not at all. You need a creative space. Yes. Home working? No, it's my creative space. Right, we'll see how we get. I'm terrible itchy back. Right. Do you know? It's terrible, isn't it? I feel like Picard having to do this in my jumper. Do you like my jumper? It's very nice. Some say I wear this jumper in my creative space. Some say Gibbo made this in his creative space. Jesus. Anyway, you're welcome aboard. We're here in Alaska. And we're going to be flying out of Valdez Airport, a shakedown of the airplane, to see what it's all about. And, right, you know, we're back in X-Plane. There's a brand new beta just after dropping, the release candidate 1 for this update. Also got an update for Ortho. Insert choice words about creative space right there. I had mad dreams last night. I had a shock. I'm not sleeping very well, you know. I don't sleep much anyway, but like the last couple of nights I'm just like late, going to bed very late, and then like, you know, waking up early, and I'm just like lying there in a state of I'm totally shagged. Right. But anyway, mad dreams as well. Don't know why I had mad dreams last night. Just mad, you know these dreams where you're kind of running or you're in a forest and did you ever get those? And they're so real. And then you wake up and you're like, what happened? Where's my tent? We were going to right. So that's what happened to me. Can't explain. My grandmother used to. Well, she said she was able to, you know, explain your dreams. Yes, yeah. You had a dream. That means that, you know, you're doing well, or lay off the sauce, or do you know what I mean? These kind of things from our elder friends, they're all kind of missed. We don't have this in the world today. It's all AI. They'll explain what it is. Yes, I was dreaming about a forest. This wasn't just a dream. This was a super dream, right? Said your man with AI. But anyway, Wasn't that Forrest Gump? He was, no. Did he go to a forest? I don't think, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He ran. Oh, wait, he ran. Yes, yeah. Where do we go from here, lads? It's just one of those mornings, isn't it? But you're all very welcome in. It's great to see you. If you're working or lurking or at home or, you know what I mean, at school, or, well, you shouldn't be at school and be watching, you know, it's weird. But if you, maybe you're at home from school, yes, or you're just on the DOS, right? You're very welcome in on this, a day in February. What date is today? It's the 10th of February. The year is moving on, isn't it? So we'll see, right, before we know it, we're going to be at FS Weekend. It's all kicking off now. Crafty Tigers, good morning. Hope you're well. Filthy is here. Doc Nader, how are you, buddy? Bellbro is in the house. Happy Thursday already. Happy Tuesday, buddy. Malky, a very good morning. Eamon, 1973, is in the chat. Good to see Eamon. DeRuiter is here. A very good morning. 98 Vulcan, welcome in. Can't really stay. It's my bedtime. Ooh, well, good night. Or good morning. No, good night. Good night, Vulcan. Have a good one. Sim Guy, hope you're well. Let me see. Stu Snape, 80 in a row. Hey, Murph. Currently sat in my creative space. Working and lurking. Man yourself, Stu. Man yourself. Filthy is here, also with 80 streams in a row. Thank you very much indeed. Creo, a good morning to all in County Mayo, where you're very welcome in, and I hope the weather is better than here. Gibbo, of course, is there. Is there anything strange going on? Listen, right. Let's see what happens. What's this now? I got... Oh, wait, look, there's people talking to me on Discord. Is that a creative space by any chance? Murph, I got these for hiding me stuff. What's this? I'll have to go on to, we'll go on to Discord now in a second to show you what's happening. Do you know? Someone pulled the strings. It's terrible, isn't it? The buttonage is real. Filthy says, I'd a lot more channel points if it didn't ask for refunds at least once a stream. Right? Deep thoughts indeed. I'm not very creative, right? Willow, how much? Thank you very much indeed for 27 months. Looked a lot better on a Frozen picture. Tough crowd this morning. Thank you, Willow. Great to see you. Vasco from MSFS Add-ons is in the chat. Good day to you, sir. He says, explain. An old friend, long forgotten. Yes, but we're going to be doing some stuff in our creative space today with Explain. Brilliant. But anyway, Apache's in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. The Impossible Face. Shout outs to me neighbour for taking everyone's bins in before they could step out of the shower. Your neighbour brought in your bins. That's kind of weird, though, you know. Get away from me bins, will you? Don't be looking at them. You know, I like to comfort eat. Right? Jesus. Or those aren't sounds of bottles of wine. No. Bulbs. Yeah. Where's this now? Creative horizontal space. There you go, Doc. Wasn't that Forrest Gump? I don't know. Zybok Doc, good morning. Hello from Tipperary to Denmark. Hope all is well. And the Danes are having great crack. Mr. TPHI, a very good morning to you, sir. Hope you're well. I hope the boss is treating you well today. Let me see. Al X. Hello, Al. Hope all is well. Leah is in the chat. I watched her behind the scenes on the tube this morning. Loved it. Great little video. Thanks very much. Yeah, it was a bit of crack making that. Walking around the place. Like, well, I do that anyway. But, you know, recording and the stuff. It's still here. I haven't changed much, you know, since we last spoke. But yes, Sumner, good morning. You're up before your breakfast. Good to see you, man. Now let me see. Ponzister, welcome in. Something awesome, he said. I did some more MD-11 in VR. I'm so blown away with how big the cockpit feels. Giant, and when turning onto final, I can watch the runway the whole way in. That's a huge advantage with VR, yeah. And like, it actually... VR actually helps. It assists you with your flying precision, you see, because you have way better situational awareness, being able to look around and, you know what I mean? Not so much from the systems, because, well, I mean, you're looking at your systems, but getting that kind of peripheral view and being able to look around, it really makes flying, for helicopter flying especially, VR is incredible. Do you know? Absolutely incredible. But glad you're enjoying it. Getting a bunch of snow right now, so might give yourself the day off. That's the way to... Listen, sure, it's for safety, Mr. TPHI. It's for safety. Yes. Where is this now? But yeah, it's all going kind of, isn't it? It's a busy old week here this week. Captain Sickbag is here. Good morning to the Starship Enterprise Bridge. Make it so. Good morning, Captain Sickbag. Hope you're well. Alien Blood is here. Love the video and you showed your room and hardware and how it all works in the background. Well, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Bears Bikes, good to see you. Papa Justify, a very good morning to you. Wick Shill, good morning, Wick. Hope all is well. Hello to Chile from Tipperary. Hope you're well, buddy. East Clintwood, great name. Good to see you, buddy. Where's this now? I've yet to sort out head tracking. VR is a way away. Once you get into VR, it's very, very good. You know what I mean? Asher, you're on. How's your creative space? Listen, wasn't that bad? Jesus. Right. I mean, there I was just trying to, you know, me being me, of course. And, you know, it's always taken out of thing. Explosions, good morning. Murph, I'm trying to get back into flight sim. I'm joining Firefly Air, but also looking for GA social flights. Where in Discord would I find stuff like that? Hex, you're very welcome in, and thank you. We do our group flights every Monday and Friday. They're like our big, massive group flights. We go exploring. Tuesdays, I do a bit of explaining. We do a bit of driving on a Tuesday night. Thursday nights, we do VAT simming. But anywhere in our Discord, there's a couple of channels that are hidden away. We'll go through Discord. I have a few channels hidden away. They're in threads, and people just aren't using threads. You kind of use them, but you don't really use them. So that's a clear indication to say, Murphy, would you get rid of them and just put in proper channels, please? Thanks very much. So I'll do that for some of the channels, right? The problem is, I haven't watched it yet, but after seeing Gibbo's video, I doubt I can with a straight face. Stu, you will watch it and count, right? Ah, Jesus. That's terrible, isn't it? I remember someone said to me actually on a video, I didn't watch your video, but, and like the comment he said was in the video, you know, I didn't watch your video, but you should have done this. I was like, if you watched the video, you'd have seen it. Right, you know. But anyway, what else? I did keep up to date with flights and videos making their way around. So, you know, it's our hobby. That's what we're into. There's all sorts of drama kicking off about, you know, study level, or no, building or rebuilt from the ground up. Why are we focusing on drama there? Who gives a continental? We're going flying and that's the end of it. That's what I say. But it's interesting. You can kind of see the discussions. You know what I mean? One fella says this, another fella puts him back in his box. Did you see it? Yeah, right. Brilliant. Dougal, good to see you. Bin the threads. You hate them. Great video. Thanks very much. Brilliant. Bin the threads. The chairman has spoken. Some threads are handy. Definitely for the likes of the help and support, right? But yeah, I agree. Some of the other ones that I try to get all kind of technically and all savvy and nice, you know, it was almost as popular as Pat Kenny trying to be, you know. Didn't work, right? So yeah, we'll fix them. Some folks have to make drama. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not for drama. You know, there's enough drama in the world. The Vatsum Thursday thread is pretty much the only one I pay attention to. Again, that's the idea of threads, because you can kind of subscribe to them to say, yeah, I'm interested here or not. Where it's a standard channel, well, you can turn off notifications, I suppose. But yeah, no, we'll go through it here now just to show you. Piper, a very good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're well. But yeah, there's just drama out there. Like, we don't need drama. There's enough drama in the world. We need a happy place. A happy place, not a creative space. We need a happy place where we can just kind of escape for it all. And like with aviation, like it's. I watched a documentary. Well, I fell asleep to it, and it was that of this company in Europe. They were doing servicing on 777s. It's like an hour-long documentary. These are always brilliant to watch. But like the show, like a 777 coming in, they completely strip the thing back. Like completely. It's down to like Lego, and you know they're talking about all these components. And then when you're in a flight sim and you're flying along and you're pressing these buttons, you can then kind of visually link it back to holy crap! Like it's amazing. It's amazing what it does. And then you look at other stuff like ice pilots, right? And you kind of say, hang on, that's like the extreme of it, you know. Are we flying a Bonanza today? No. So this is a Piper PA28 Archer, and it's the TX version. We'll go over here and learn a little bit about it, but. Why not a happy creative space? Yeah, right. That'll do. That'll do. I don't know what's going to happen. Hexplosions has subscribed to Prime for 5 months. Dude, thank you very much indeed. He says, arms wide in the room. Jesus, he cries to air, flying nowhere. Right. Brilliant. We got a follow there as well. Santi, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Today's video is sponsored by Creative. Wait, didn't Creative used to make sound cards and stuff? Are they still on the go? Didn't they used to do sound cards and like speakers and audio stuff? They did. Creative Sound Blaster. Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't sponsor me, unfortunately. You know, just sponsor me. I'm Grey Cracksher, you know. Sound Blaster, yeah. Yeah, right, come on, we'll come over here and I'll show you what the crack is, will I? Right, lads, here we are on a screen that's different than the other, but similar in many ways. Neon Jedi, good to see you, my dude. Hope you're well. Yeah, made sound cards. Yeah. Your mom made sound cards. Jesus. Neon, good to see you, buddy. Jesus. How does it make you really feel? Terrible. Oh, I'm always hearing the terrible and the awful and the, I need to hear something new. You know, brilliant. They're still about? Oh, really? Okay, right. Before we get started, this is the Archer TX. Beautiful, beautiful model. But before we get into that, we'll come over here to Discord. Why did I close everything off my screen? We'll go over to Discord, right? Because we have a bunch of right funny men below in the biro. Look at this now. This is my creative space. You don't have a creative space. Having your own kind of space. Hang on, let's play this back without me heading the way. Listen, as we explore, well, this is my creative space. You don't have a creative space. Having your own kind of space, having a creative space like this, having an area in which you can be creative by having this kind of creative space. The man cave, the creative space. Build yourself a creative space. Having that creative space, very much a creative space. This is just a creative area. This creative space. Hang on! You're after editing that, it's your creative space. This creative space that. You're after editing that, you. After all that, wait for it. My creative wizardry is like, you know, I'm shocking. Yeah, well, listen, right? I mean, you know, that was taken out of context. Someone buy this man a thesaurus. Listen! Shag off! I'm going home. Wait, I am home. Jesus, that was fast. These are all great fun. You know, shots, drinking game to catch the time, creative spaces said. No! I can't, you know. You missed a trick by not editing in Tim Curran saying space. I'm taking me ball and I'm going home. Yeah. Game over, ball burst. Great bunch of lads. Jesus. It's a tough crowd, isn't it? I'm getting a tattoo now with creative space in it. And you're going to get it, you know, get it on your creative space. Listen. I don't know what to say to that. That's just desperate. But anyway, where is this now? I got one of these for hiding cables. Oh, good man, Zith. Right, anyway, we're talking about Discord. Right? So, if you go into the flight sim section in Discord, right? If you come down to here, we have, this is where these threads are. So we have a thread for add-ons, all the different add-ons. We have a thread then called flight logs, but no one's really using these. So I need to disappear them. So I will. I'm going to work on these next. The idea behind flight logs, I was going to put information, well, you can see it, right? Screenshots, flight plans, join FS, weather reports, where have I... where have the flight plans gone? Well, they're in there. Where did you fly today? Right. So I'm probably going to create a new category in here. We had one before called pilot ops. So I'll probably create a new category in here, and that'll be things like the flight plans, group flights, people just going for a flight together. Where did you fly today? That kind of stuff. But I'm always like, I never want to be kind of putting too many channels into Discord because it just gets like it's. I've already gutted it, and it's still, you know, shocking. So yeah, we'll see what the crack is there. Also, while I'm on the subject, I need to ban Gibbo. Right? Give him a timeout. You think about what you did. You think what you said and what you did. Think on your actions. Post your creative space channel. Yeah. Well, we do kind of have one of them. It's called Simrigs. But a creative space channel would be better for sure. Yes. Great bunch of friggin' lads. But anyway, so yeah, I'll tidy up all this stuff for you now, and you just won't need to worry about it. I'll do that later on, though. You know, when I'm feeling positive about things. I wouldn't mind. when you edit a video of yourself, I find it's difficult for me. I'm just like, oh Jesus, it's me, right? I mean, if I'm just talking and like there's stuff on screen like flight sim and stuff, I'll ramble. But like when you're actually real life kind of stuff, painfully bad, isn't it? You know, when you're feeling creative in your space, that's right, lads. Yeah, yeah. A wee bit of spring cleaning, if you will. Wait, what? No, the place is clean. Shag off the impossible face. The place is spotless. Jesus. What are you talking about? You love looking at yourself. Well, I suppose I do. Let's not be, you know. I mean, look. I mean, the face. You know, the posture, the whole shebang, the whole package. You see. You know. Kill Switch. Thank you very much for 75 streams in a row. And cheers, buddy. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I love it. In fact, sometimes I'll even turn down the volume just to watch what you know. I try and sync it. I say what I've already said in the video whilst the video is muted, just to give me that kind of connection of, you know, immersion. Right. Creative phase. Listen, right. No more talking of creativity or creative space or none of that. Let's just pause all of that, shall we? Right. Thanks. Now, what am I doing here? Oh, jeez. Right, we're doing this. A new X-Plane 12 edition of the PA28 181 Archer TX LX aircraft, developed by Just Flight in partnership with Thran the Design, is now available for you to fly. The TX is a modernised version of the Archer 3, equipped with a G1000 and an EFD 1000 avionics, as well as other improvements to the exterior and interior of the aircraft. The impressive G1000 primary flight display and the MFD feature custom functionality including synthetic vision, optional GFC 700 autopilot controls, and also realistic aircraft system indications. The Archer TX comes in 5 paint schemes and features a brand new tablet EFB with a plethora of features such as aircraft configuration, states, interactive checklists, and a customization feature. Also included in Thranda's unique dynamic livery system, which allows you to create your own paint scheme via the EFB from within inside the simulator. We need to see this in Microsoft Flight Sim. You can also get a 25% discount for owners of the Archer TX over an X-Plane 11, or indeed the Archer 3 for X-Plane 12. So there is a, you know, it's a different aircraft, but if you own the other ones, well, they'll give you an upgrade, right? Mrs. TPHI, who's upside down, is here. Good morning. Hope you're well. Naughty Gnome, thank you very much. Jesus, 62 months. Naughty, why aren't you getting the badge thingy? Oh, he is, look. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, man. So yeah, so it is a brand new release from Just Flight, and as I said, they're working with Thranda, and I gotta say, lads, it's beautiful. It's very, very nice. I like the modelling, I like the PBR, the textures, and of course, we have some options to customize this machine, and that, you know, that's what we're going to do today, right? The Archer Big Owl machine, right? It's, you know, you compare this to the Arrow, but you know, the Archer is a big bus, right? So that's what we're going to be flying today. So we're located here at a place called Valdez. It's up here in Alaska. Papa Alpha Victor Delta. Beautiful part of the world. And I'll come back here another day over in Microsoft Flight Sim, because where we are, there's a beautiful lake down here. There's glaciers. There's all that sort of stuff. So we got some really nice things to be looking at, you see. So we do have a tablet up here, but I'll disappear it because I like using this gadget here, you see. So I want to show you the options. Now, wasn't there a way in which we can make these bigger? Can't remember. These are the options we have for the aircraft. So we can open and close doors, window reflections, instrument reflections. You can swap the pilots around. Our tie downs are going to remove all those. Wheel fairings, well, we can have them on or off. I think we'll have them on, will we? For aerodynamic purposes, we'll have those on, right? So if we go back one here into the EFB, well, we can see right there are aircraft options. Then we have our weight and balance. Fuel tanks are fairly good on both sides. Passengers are okay on both sides. P.S. Mirandai, hello there. Let me see. Jody Doc, good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. See, that's how you pass a compliment without taking the piss out of me. Oh, creative space. See, you'd learn from Jody Doc, you lot. You'd learn from him. Lovely fella, you know. Jody, if you say it, you're banned. But anyway, me watch is on charge as well. I feel weird if no watch. Stupid thing. Anyway, next up we have our instrument options. And usually, well, not usually, but like Some of the aircraft with Randa that they work on them, you can absolutely customize all the layout here. But because, well, the TX is fitted with a G1000, we do have the option to pop in an autopilot system. Click of a button and we can have autopilot on or autopilot off. You see? Commander Balosh, good to see you. GA flying is absolutely next level in VR. Agreed. As is heli flying. Engine configuration, we can see the fuel. We can see our oil pressure, temperature, battery voltage. If there's spark plug fouling, and it even includes vapor lock. Then we have the static liveries. We can select any of these and they'll just load up the aircraft. So it comes with a couple of nice ones. That's a beautiful one there, the red one. Then we have the dynamic liveries. This is where we can make our own livery inside the sim. And these are some great options. Like you can look at some of the different designs to give you inspiration. Then you can go off and edit them, which is really cool. Absolutely brilliant. I love this feature because it like you absolutely can customize your aircraft, you know. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome in, Dave. So that's the dynamic livery. Configuration of the aircraft. This is where you can... I'm after pressing a button there and I shouldn't, so bear with. Basically, it's like your cold and dark. It's like a state-saving kind of a thing, right? So I need to turn that well back off again. I don't know why when you click on this, the sim goes back out to load. That could be like an early issue. We need to find out, right? But this is where you can do this dyna feel. It basically allows you to adjust the flight model, or at least the responses of the aircraft. It works pretty well. I was actually messing around with this doing with the Mosa gear, and it actually impacts on the Mosa gear, which is pretty interesting. I need to spend more time in it though, so I know what it is. Standard logbook, checklists which are interactive, right? Our ground handling speaks for itself. We'll bring up the ground handling menu. A flight computer, outside air temperature, a range, endurance, crosswind component, and then we have the AviTab. The AviTab is well, just a standard AviTab plugin, which will run the likes of Navigraph and all the other jazz, right? Hayden is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. So that's our tablet. Quick checking our aircraft. So let me see. Window reflections, tie downs, wheel fairings are on. Right, we're looking good. So what we're going to do... No, there's no refunds. Shag off. So looking around the interior, again, it's made to a very high standard. It's a beautiful model of the aircraft. And with the seats, design, everything here looks good. Textures are really nice. The back seats are, well, they're just different. But they're nice detail in them. It's like that old kind of leather. It's kind of shagged, you know. But it is a very nice airplane, and they're an old airplane, but this one has been completely kind of, you know, updated, you see. So it's a comfortable place to sit for sure. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off putting some power into this. So let's see what we have down here. That's only an air vent. Park and brake is set. We've just turned on the fuel valve. We'll go ahead and bring our mixture to rich. And well, up on top we have a number of lights. So we have starter, battery, fuel pumps, left and right mags, landing lights, nav light can come on, avionics can stay off, battery's on, alternator coming on. Make sure my volumes are all on full pelt. They are. Now it's funny how you start this machine. You go with one mag first, which is weird, right? What else do we have down here? So we do have a little port for our headphone simulation. Nice. Hey, Cornwolf, good to see you, bud. But yeah. Interior lights, circuit breakers, fully modeled, and they work, which is great. All of them work, right? So there's depth to this. Have a nice Aspen bit of equipment here. We'll play around with that now in a moment. Pitot heat and fan for air conditioning. You can hear that spinning up. So let me see. Fuel pump. We'll okay this guy because we need to see what's happening here. So fuel flow positive. 4.4 is fine. And fuel pump off. Right, so for the start in this machine, as I said, we're going to try and start it on the left mag, then we go to the right mag, right? So we say clear prop, and well, let's see what happens. It's alive. Both mags are on. Avionics, come on. Alright. Sounds are a little bit, aren't they? I mean, they're not terrible, they're just... They're not bad. They're a little bit thinny, I think. But they're not bad. Dome lights, beautiful bluish kind of lights. Go ahead and turn these guys on. We'll arm the emergency battery. That's all good. And we'll get an idea of what we're doing here. We'll open up some... Oops, I should have done all of this a moment ago. Right, don't panic. Let's just reset everything I've just done. Avionics off, nav lights off, alternator, mags, battery, fuel. Right, now we're grand. OnAir will give out to me, right? OnAir will give out to me, so we need to go back into OnAir. So what else do I want to look for here? I want to go for Navigraph. And we're going to OnAir. So we're going to do a free flight. And we're going to be taking off from Valdez. And we're going to head up to Zulu 55. That's our first stop. But I want to head up over the glaciers here, right? So we'll go in and accept this. And we'll fly it. And, well, let me see. We need to get our time of day set right. So let's have a look at this. We are going to go 80% across the tanks, right? And destination is going to be Zulu 55. Zulu 55. Distance 70 miles. You need to validate your fuel. It's okay. Why? Distance. Display airports. Distance. That should be okay. Fly now. You cannot fly with this aircraft. It needs a test flight. Please post a ticket if you have any issue with the test flight. Balls! How do we do this again? Test flight. Fear not, friends. Because it knows what the aircraft is. Interesting. Totally not going to have a refly a leg. I forgot to track OnAir. Honest. No way. Let me see. Look, Lewis here. Good to see you. Z55. Yeah, X-plane terrain is still a bit meh, but yeah. Idle cutoff, good morning. Malky, how do we do this test flight business? It says post a test flight, but isn't that just like drop OnAir a message and they'll add it? Isn't that what it is? Or could I do a test flight? Do. Don't force time in the sim. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I don't think there's a way around that. Let me see. Company, World Transport, webhooks, application configuration. You can do the test flight and then submit it to OnAir. How do we do that? We'll find this one out now. Register in flight, in-game sync connect. That's all okay. So how does one do the test flight? Let me see. Aircraft, is it? We could just ask the question. OnAir, how to do test flight. OnAir, how to do test flight. Test flight is required in sim using for the ground. Okay, so how do we do it? Locate and select. Go to World Aircraft Moderation menu. Okay. World. Aircraft moderation. New aircraft add-on modulation in the last. Okay, import a new aircraft or will we find it? Let's go with name. So this is a PA. I don't see it. Import a new aircraft. No aircraft loaded. Detected aircraft. Max payload. Seats. It's 4 seats. 4 seats. Max payload. The aircraft will tell us this. Let me see here. Weight and balance. Let me see here. Max. Let's see here, lads. Checklist, no. It's a POH I need, isn't it? It's a POH we need. So hang on, stand by. Let's see here now. I need the maximum aircraft download URL. Type default to the aircraft of the simulator and can be bought from the in-game store. Aircraft data sheet. Ah, okay. Max payload. Max payload for PA28 Archer TX. Let's have a look, lads. Daniel is here. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Based on the current Piper specifications, so payload summary, maximum useful load, estimated pass, or let me see, so 590 pounds max payload. Would that be right? 590? That doesn't seem right. Estimated max payload with full fuel. £6 a gallon. Let's see what it says. I'm pointed to Piper Archer 870. And add-on download. Let's go to Just Flight. Copy. Paste. Aircraft data sheet. If the flight is valid, our team will moderate the aircraft and be available on all worlds. Start the test flight. Launching aircraft tracker. Alright, so what are we going to do here now? Date, fuel, time, that's all grand. Start the test flight. Excellent. Adding an aircraft in. It's funny how this all came out to be. This is brilliant. So, our test flight, is that what we're doing today? So, I'm across here now. Oh no, why did you change the time of day? I didn't want you to do that. Let's see, we'll do that again. Did I not save that? Right, hang on. Options, preferences. Disable, don't force time and save. I never press save. I never press save because I'm a muppet. Which is now I'm a muppet. You know, Skinny Mark, good to see you, buddy. And there now. Yes. Time of day. Oh, jeez, that's dangerous. Don't pop that in. How do we get rid of him? Let me see. Flight configuration. Sorry, lads. We'll do this briefly now. 9. We'll go 10 o'clock in the morning. 9:45. That'll work. Right. Let's try this again. So I've saved all that now. Hey. And now we're going to come back in here and add this aircraft to the list. Right, we'll try all this again, right? So we're going to import a new aircraft. No aircraft loaded in simulator. There she goes. Max payload 870. Seats 4. Add-on is there. And let's go ahead and start the test flight. Launching your aircraft tracker. Lovely hurdling. Auto set, auto set. Fuel, 24 gallons. We're not put more fuel in, no? Sim settings, no unlimited fuel. That's interesting. All right. Let's see what happens. We'll try it this way, right? Start. Lovely. Okay, so we're now tracking. And aircraft should be set up, so we'll go through this again. Battery on, alternator we want, emergency battery, nav lights, they're all coming on. Fuel pump, shouldn't need it now because we primed the engine already. So we'll go ahead, open the mixture, clear prop, and we'll give it a start and see what happens. Turn on the mags, you muppet. Yes!
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Excellent, excellent. Right, let's have a look here now. So she's warming up. And we'll okay all this. So from a flight plan perspective, let's go over here. Engine, system. That's all okay. Lead meter, assist. Shouldn't that be coming up? That's all okay. That's all okay. We'll go to our flight plan. So PAVD is grand. We're going to go down to clear that. First stop is going to be Zulu. Zulu. Or is it Zulu? What was it? No, it's just Zulu 5-5, isn't it? Zulu 5-5. Lake Louise. Enter, enter. Lovely hurdling. Map, that's all okay. Come on over here. Course deviation, we'll put it onto our GPS. PFD is settings. Let me see. Wind information. We'll go option 2. Let me see here now. Synthetic vision is on. We can turn that off as well if we want. I'll leave it on. Pathway, put it in there. Airport sign, hazard, put it in there. Standard barrow, we'll check all that now in a moment. We also want to go transponder. We're saying 1200. Stick it on. Stick on the Alpedo here as well. Now, when it comes to weather, well, we're not really on live weather, so how do we find this one out? Isn't it the instructor station? Here we go. Weather, variable, let me see, altimeter 29902, so we're grand. Right, brilliant. Landing light coming on. And what we're going to do here, we'll taxi pretty much straight ahead. We'll take off this direction. And as I said, this is all about a full shakedown of the aircraft, right? A full test of this machine. And we'll be seeing how this one goes for us, right? Tis a pretty machine. Off brakes. Check the toe brakes, they're working. Albeit a little bit kind of sensitive. Not too bad. This is miles away. I can hear a chopper out there. Look at that lighting there with the mountains. That's pretty, isn't it? Okay, so OnAir is tracking us now. We could hear that there in the background. Easy now. Oh man, it looks nice, doesn't it? Very pretty. Don't hit the taxi lights. Big muppet. Yes. Tower view. Nearly went off the... It's grand, lads. Totally fine. Nothing to see here. Nice machine. No, not with this one. There are no analog instruments on this one. Okay, we're going to do a quick run-up test. And again, it's a proper little test flight, isn't it? Okay, brakes on. Lock her in. RPM coming in. Alright, we'll call it 1800. Drop the right mag. There's a drop of about 40. Back to both. Drop the left mag. Similar drop of about 40. Go to idle, make sure she doesn't cut out. And she low idles at 650? 640. Nice, okay. No analog instruments means no refunds. Yes. Right, okay, so flight controls are free and correct. Quick look around the plane. Ailerons up, ailerons down, ailerons up. Ailerons down. We'll hardly be able to see the... oh, we can. See the elevator. That's cool. Look, the whole elevator moves. That's deadly. We have a lot of deflection up, with very little deflection down. That's interesting. Right. Let me see. D. Brody, greetings from Montana. Greetings from Tipperary. Good to see you, bud. Welcome in. Right, strobes are on, landing lights, flaps we don't need. But they are working. And fuel quantity should be okay. Okay, so approach is clear. Departure leg is clear. And let's just get ourselves lined up. Okay, so current altitude. We'll bring this guy up a bit because, I mean, look at these mountains ahead of us. Look at the state of those. They're gorgeous. Flight director comes on. Heading mode armed. Vertical speed. We'll set about 700 just to keep it there. Alright. Right, lads. Time to fly. Are we ready? So we'll bring it to a full stop. Walking, talking, and squawking. Let's go flying. Okay, takeoff power set. Loads of right rudder. Airspeed alive. 40 knots. There's 60. Oopsie daisy. Little bit of wind. Positive rate of climb. We're going to pitch
Time log.
about 74. Oh, nice. She flies nice. Where's the button for this? Not too bad. Okay, so we're going to be making our way up here to the left-hand side. We're just going to pick up a bit of altitude. Go ahead and bring those... we didn't have flaps. So we're surrounded by kind of glaciers and all this jazz, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. So if we do a bit of a left turn up here, we have options then to help us climb. Vruden the Great, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to Vruden. Hope you're well, buddy. Happy birthday. Have a great day, fella. Alright, coming up to 1,000 feet. That's the direction we want to go. Speed here is around 80. Alright, we'll start circling around. This is pretty. Alright. We also have our Aspen unit here as well. We can play around with that in a while. We do have a red warning. No, we don't. Roll as well. Alright, so left hand up this way, up over the glacier. This is gorgeous. And it does give us a nice chance to start climbing here as well. 80-ish. Power's okay. RPM is okay. Having an excellent day so far. Nice, buddy. Nice. What time is the magic show and birthday cake? You know. Okay, its climb power is actually quite good. So our run-up was okay. We're going to test out some autopilot features here now in a moment. We're going to bring this heading to heading. And we'll engage the autopilot. So, let me see. Let's just get ourselves on course here. Here we go. Autopilot. No, doesn't want to engage. Manually do it. Autopilot. So heading and VS, we're calling it 700. Keep our distance there from the mountain on both sides. And we're pretty much going to head down this valley over the glacier. Isn't this a beautiful location? This is gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, she's flying well. Single light for landing and taxi. 88 knots as we continue to climb here. 700 feet a minute. It seems very comfortable doing this, which is great. Thank you for the subscribe, Antonis. You're welcome in. Alright, so what else are we trying to do here? Wind, small bit of a tailwind, that's grand. Synthetic vision doing its job. Now we should be able to get next round. Map. There we go. That's if there was to be weather. Zoom out the way, you can kind of see what we're doing. So we're continuing to climb here to head up this neck of the woods here, right? How? Oh no! Balls! Feck! Balls! There's like a bug in X-Plane. If you pop out a panel, it just absolutely dies.
The simulator and the OnAir client failed.
Submit the report. They still didn't fix that. Oh, man. Right, back in we go. Jesus. I wonder, can we, like, resume the flight and it'll catch us in the air? Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. You need to fix that, X-Plane. Jesus. Every time you go to pop out a screen, it crashes, like. No idea why. And I didn't even mean to do that. Do you know, resume last flight. Let's just see if it picks it up. It'd be amazing if it, like, chucks us back into the sky. I don't think it will. It probably just horse us down on the ramp again, you know. You're trying to, it's a long way to Tipperary. You're trying to serenade me. Brilliant. Yeah, that's just an X-Plane thing. It'd be great if there was like a system where you can say, like, don't pop out, you know. Let me see. Mr. Minimite, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. So we shouldn't have to go back to all that with OnAir. OnAir is just saying, I lost connection. But my hope is it'll reconnect. Right? Once it all kind of jumps back in there. 2024 is looking good now. Like these issues just shouldn't happen. And like it's on the latest beta of X-Plane, but like I don't know. It's how they deal with it. Like, I mean, you see it detected a crash and it's like, immediately send us this report. You send them over the full crash file. Like, they can see everything. I do like that. I hear the A330 that Anybills did for 2024 is pretty solid. Is it true? Yeah, the A330 is good. Yeah. A330 is good. Their own kind of pro line, if you like, the A340 and A350 are top notch. Love the A340. Great bit of stuff. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Been fine for you on Sim Update 4, the A330. Yeah, I haven't flown the A330 in friggin' ages, you know? For a default plane, it's exceptional. Yeah, it's pretty good. You fly it a bit, but I don't do mad long flights in it. Yeah. How long has this bug been a thing in X-Plane? Let's see here now. X-Plane 12 crash. So X-Plane 12 CTD when pop out instruments. Extreme performance loss, no. X-Plane crashes to desktop when popping out instruments, particularly PFDs, commonly related to graphics driver conflicts, memory issues, or rendering engine Vulkan. Disable NVIDIA Shadow, not using. Clean the GPU driver, done. Avoid overlapping monitors, you have that. Check your VRAM, no problem. Update or reinstall aircraft plugins, no. Specific troubleshooting. Users have reported consistent crashes when popping out G1000 screens, often requiring a plugin update or avoiding pop-ups until a patch is released. Yeah, but we know that, but how do we fix it? Pop-out window causing out of VRAM crash. Yeah, there's loads of reports here. 8 months ago. What? The monitor makes no difference, but we need your log file. Yeah, but like, how is this a problem 8 months ago? Come on, Laminar. Jesus. That's a game-breaking bug. You know what I mean? The only X-Plane 12s I've purchased are the Anybills A310 and A300. The Fearless. Yeah, Fearless is awesome. You know, Fearless is awesome in this. The 747, really, really good. Wick, yeah, it should be broken. It's loading up here now, but like, I ended up pressing a button that I shouldn't have. Well, I did not that I shouldn't have. It just decided to break. One of those things, lads. Just don't hit the screens, Murph. Also, this shouldn't be taking this long. We were just in the sim. You know? And like, it's not an aircraft issue. Like, that's not a Just Flight issue. That's an X-Plane issue. Do you know? Stupid thing. But we'll let it reload. I did a quick flight the other day in the Zibo 737. And I have to say it was pretty good. It was very, very good actually. Because I was able to use Air Manager and all the whatchamacallit, all the panels and oh jeez, it was class. Class. The sounds are really good in the Zibo mod as well. If you haven't flown it, it's a free aircraft. It's like it's one of the best simulations of a 737, you know? It's very good. And it's free. It's free. Which is kind of mad. Why is this taking all night? Come on, X-Plane now. Stop messing. Do. Sure, do you know what? Think of the fun you could be having if we weren't doing this. Have you tried the level up? I haven't tried the new version yet. No. Murph, I looked up how many 1969 convertible Cutlass they made with the 350 rocket motor. You have one. They made 26 of them. 26 of them. That was a nice birthday present. No way. A 69 convertible Cutlass. 1969 Cutlass. 1969 Cutlass convertible. Ooh. Oh man, look at that. Rudin, you have one of those? No way. The 350 rocket motor. Don't like the modern wheels in it. That I'm not a fan of like modern wheels on old cars like that. It looks strange. They need the older wheels, I think. What are your thoughts, lads? That's a beautiful car though, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, it's all modern now. Don't think I like that. Like, keep the old wheels on it, you know what I mean? Now you're talking. Look at that. Look at this state of that. That's deadly. Keep it stock. Yeah, yeah. That's a nice machine. What's the engine in that now, Vruden? Off for a bit. 6 holes to be drilled. What could possibly go wrong? Right? Really like the Zibo. Zibo's the first plane I flew OrNav approach. Nice. Yeah, yeah. No, Zibo mod is brilliant. That's a pretty machine. You have the rally wheels. They're probably worth more than the car. Yeah. Yeah. I know they're very like, well, from that image or that picture, it's not unlike a Capri, but obviously these are much bigger, right? Oh, look at that, man. That's awesome. I like the yellow. Was that the car and driver by any chance? It looks like it, doesn't it? Or at least the paint scheme does. Smoking Mountain Trades or Traders. Come on, explain. Yeah, they're a cool looking car. How much did they go for? Out of interest. It was sold. Well, balls. Cookie notice. You go away with your cookies. The new one is an abomination. There's a new Capri? No way. Cracker, good to see you, buddy. Just waiting on this to sort itself out. Looks very good. More engine than car. It's how it's supposed to be. 100%. Ah, balls. Right. It just threw us back on the ground. And then my scenery's glitching out. I tell you this much. It's a bad day for X-Plane. With your beta release candidate. I wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Right. Aircraft options. I've remembered it all. Weight and balance. Right. Back into OnAir, but I don't think it's going to like this. Date. Location. Position your aircraft in your simulator before moving. Right, well, hang on. If we... Let's see, can we do it this way? It's paused. Let's see if we can do it this way. Let's see, will this work? Okay. Let's see, can we get it to remember what we were trying to do? Wouldn't that be the handiest? So, if I select my plane, we're going to bring it up. And we're going to bring it into range where we should have been on with OnAir. So we're heading up this glacier, weren't we? Okay, OnAir. Reconnect. $2,500.
Stop.
Yes, we can see it. We can see it. Right, we're back in action. Bloody hell. Easy now. We're saying heading altitude up to 4,000. Easy now. Bit of trim. V speed at 700. Autopilot on. Heading. V speed. Pitot heat needs on. Transponder needs on. PFD is now good. CDI is good. Right, we're back in action. Jesus. Right, that was a bit of drama, wasn't it? But all is well in the realm, and OnAir is doing its thing. So we continue on. Up the valley we go. Now, over here, we're saying direct to. And it's Z55. Easy now, Murph. Enter, and let's continue on. Now, the left hand. It's bringing the kids to soccer practice. Big plane, man, big. So we want to get up to about 4,000 feet. Let's see how we get on, right? Yeah, OnAir is brilliant. OnAir is excellent. Air Haulier wasn't bad. That was some Just Flight, but OnAir is just like, it's miles ahead. There's so much to it. Jeez, look at this glacier, lads. Right, how's our power looking? So we're over 3,000 feet. Little bit of leaning. That'll do us. All right. Right, we're looking good here. B-speeds, Barrow, auto course, leave it alone. Arc mode, HSI. I don't think we can change that, can we? Stop pressing the shagging button, Smurf. Right, let's just sit back. Hard passing the subscription. Well, I mean, if you get it for like 2 years, it works out at like $3 a month. You know what I mean? And at least you know you're getting the latest and greatest. You know what I mean? Okay. So our plan here is to climb, and you can kind of see here's 4,000. We're not going to clear what's ahead of us. Despite our best intentions. So we're going to have to up arrow this again. Let's call it 6,000, right? V-speed it. And we'll just keep it at about kind of 700 feet a minute. Cruising speed of this aircraft, we can only expect about 125, 130 knots tops. Okay, OnAir is now doing the thing with the yoke. Man, what a beautiful part of the world we're in. Nothing wrong with that view, lads. That's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Jesus, that's gorgeous. Beautiful. Still climbing. I wonder should I go... we might kind of head over to the left here a bit. Just gives me a bit more scope. We got 1,000 feet to go. We'll probably make it over this bit over here. So the maps is auto ortho using Apple. And yeah, it's doing a good job, isn't it? Very nice. Except for that one tile that hasn't rendered. Oh no, there's a tile. Oh no, there should be. It's an LOD issue. Alright, we have options down here to the right if we need it. So yes, we have a lot of terrain here, so let's see if we get around it. Speed is looking good. We'll ramble over this way. Oh, it's Flight Simmer. Good to see you, buddy. We have to stop meeting like this. Do you come here often? It's good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Happy Tuesday to you. We're here in X-Plane with the Just Flight Archer TX. Just trying to navigate around some, you know, Mountainous, Regionus, Maximus. Jesus, look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous, lads? Look at that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Now we need to get around this mess up here. We're at 6,000, so this is going to be this is going to be fun. 2510. A little bit more in the L mixture there now. This is going to be interesting. So we can kind of go straight this way. That's what I'm hoping for. And then into the valley. There's a valley just up the road here. If we have a look at the El Garmin, there should be. So we can use this valley here because there's more glaciers up here, you see. That's what we're trying to do. Plane is absolutely screaming at us, but we're, you know, it's still in the green. Rental power. Now we could dip down this way, but that's a fake hope, because if we go down this way, we'd have to go hard left. I reckon we're okay passing through here. Famous last words and all. We're shocking close to the mountains, though. Gareth, I reckon we'll make it. You know. Said that pilot. Easy now. Speed is good. We can ease off that power now in a moment. 27 is on the RPM. Slower down. Okay. Then it's going to be a left after this big mountain here. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, we've got visors here as well. Look. Beautiful. Okay, so let's start turning in. We're going to follow this glacier. It'll go hard left, and then we go hard right. Oh, wow. Look at that, man. Jesus. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And what's nice, as I said, probably next week we'll fly back up here again in the M860 over in Flight Sim, just to kind of check it all out. This is pretty nice, man. This is using the Apple Maps, and isn't it a great job? So we'll just get around this bit of a mountain in front of us, and then we'll swing around to the right, and we'll stay in that valley, and then we're safe for terrain. Like, it's not an issue. Is our fuel tank auto changing? What's that sound? Interesting. We're not out of it yet. Although, in saying that, how high does that terrain go? Because there's a lake up, well, there's a glacier up here, right? So we're going to start our turn to the right. We're going to follow this guy. And we'll see how this kind of works out for us. This is beautiful. So, I have a feeling we're going to go up this neck of the woods here, because that's high terrain in front of us and mountains. So, I reckon we slip across and head up this way. Up there. I want to watch those clouds coming in as well. Easy now. So, fuel is okay. She's a little bit heavy on the right tank. Let's go left tank. Bit of heat in here as well. Alright, speed is looking good. Fuel consumption 9.4. A little bit heavy, isn't it? There's 2600. There's 25. There's 26. I'm not too worried about running her hot because we're high up. 9.3. We can probably reduce our RPM and power settings here. Like, we're not in a cruise configuration. We could probably drop that down to maybe 8 gallons an hour. So there's 8, and let's just see what the speed drop off is going to be. Once we're kind of cruising, this thing should cruise comfortably at about 110. So let's just see, like, to be honest, 8 gallons an hour is quite good. Max Stallion is here. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. All right, man, we're looking good. Which is a nice plane, isn't it? Like, it's a very capable GA aircraft. Interesting part of the world. Okay, sitting on 8 gallons, and we're going to cruise probably about 110. Like, she's dropping a little bit, but not major. And we have a bit of a tailwind. Let's have a look. So this high terrain just completely drops off, so once we kind of cleared this valley, we're set. Alright. Man, it's pretty, isn't it? Like, the G1000s, they are nice to see. I like this autopilot option that we can throw in as well. It's kind of just like no fuss, no nonsense. It's nice. Headphone simulation works quite well. That just needs to be like every flight sim developer just needs to have that button on every aircraft, don't they? Rika, good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. Alright, so we're just adjusting our heading using the autopilot here as we're heading towards this lake. Yeah, man, we're looking good. Look at that. That's pretty. That's very pretty. Okay. Shadows are doing weirdness. This is the release candidate 1, by the way, but those panels not being fixed is an issue, isn't it? Like, imagine if you were on a long flight and you just decided then to press that button and the whole sim just said, no, not today. You'd know what would happen. Your flight simulation computer would be launched out the window in, you know, a state of rage. And then you'd worry and cry, you know, because the price of the second things. I gotta say, it looks pretty good, man. The Apple Maps, I'm impressed. Some areas, right? Just a couple of tiles missing here and there, but like, yeah, man, it looks nice. Pretty beautiful. Right, bit of cloud here up the road. Next rad we wanted. No sign of anything really. Definitely cloud build-up over there. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, flying the Zibo mod the other day, it's just for a free aircraft, like, it's absolutely class. And like, then you have to level up, which takes the Zibo mod and brings it a little bit further. And they've included all the other variants, which is unbelievably good. I'm trying to think what other options we have here. Not much, says you. Inset. Terrain. There's a weird sound I can hear. It's like a vibration or something shaking. I've no idea what it is. The door wasn't latched. I wonder, was that what it was? No. Jeez, the door wasn't latched. That could have been hilarious. Don't bank right. Yeah, the sounds aren't bad. Man, Man, this is a stunning part of the world. Up by Alaska, it's just absolutely class. So, bit of Navigraph. We're in the clouds here, gotta be careful. Where am I? There we go. So we're gonna be heading up this neck of the woods here. And Z55 is there. Lake Louise. That's not bad. We do have a VOR 115.6. Let's go ahead and see if we can tune that puppy in. So 115.6. Calm nav. 115.6. And will we get the identifier? Nav 1, 1156. Yeah, we're getting that. If I were to go to this, and we want to turn this guy. So, from our distance, will we get a range to it? Okay, so that's the heading to intercept up that VOR. Where can we get the range? DME is on nav 1, but why can't I see it? Course heading. Shouldn't we get a range? Oh, there we go. Distance. Oh no, that's to Z55. 37 on a 342. Right, so how do we... Because we're direct 2, is it? No, we're not direct 2. We're on heading mode. In a box, man, good to see you. Hey, Crotty is here, welcome aboard. Is there a headphone plug for less sound? Yeah, just here, look. Uncle Nicky is here. Murph, good to see you, buddy. You just got involved with OnAir Company last week. I was wondering if you happen to have recordings. Yeah. So if you on YouTube, if you go to playlists, you'll see the OnAir playlists. That's all our OnAir videos, all of them, and we've quite a few in there. Now I'm trying to think, how can I get a distance to this guy? Where can I read that? You know what I mean? PFD, DME. Ah, good man, Malky. 40.1. Okay. So the navigation's working fine. So that's the VOR over at, what's it called? Gulcana. The Gulcana VOR. Alright. Good to see this working though. And then we have other information up here with our distance, 34 miles out. Hey Srap, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Okay, fuel flow, still 8. We're balancing the tanks. We're on the left tank at the moment. We'll horseback over to the right shortly. Engine power is quite good, 2470. We can cruise a little bit slower and get us even better fuel efficiency. I wouldn't be surprised if we got this guy down to like 6 gallons an hour. You know? Do I use Volanta? I haven't used Volanta in a long time. I used to use it. Wait, did I have LRM on? Balls. All my flights you track on FS Hub. Except for today, I forgot to turn the gadget on. Okie dokie. So we got another airfield up the road here, but of no consequence right now. Altitude is 6,000. I mean, we're kind of okay at this altitude. The terrain looks stunning at this height. Sure, we leave that glacier behind us. Yeah, it looks pretty, man. Energizer, good to see you. Lurking while doing some work in me creative space. Mother like, why is it the case that you all just come along and say, yeah, Murphy, see you in words. You're such an absolute slithering idiot, you know? And I'm like, listen, it's grand, you know? Great bunch of lads. Where's the shagging thing? Yeah, great bunch of lads, you know? As we explore, well, this is my creative space. You don't have a creative space. Having your own kind of space, having a creative space like this, having an area in which you can be creative by having this kind of creative space. The man cave, the creative space, build yourself a creative space. Having that creative space, very much a creative space. This is just a creative area. This creative space, our space, it's us. Your creative space, this creative space that... My creative wizardry is like... That's like the worst thing ever to come out of the internet. And I blame Gibbo. Who else is there to blame? Well, you can blame yourself, Murph. No, I blame Gibbo. Ah, Jesus. Right, anyway. It is, Mr. Polly. Yes, it is. That's terrible. Ah, Jesus. Anyway, what else was I trying to do there now? Right. Isn't it terrible, isn't it? Kubi, good to see you. It's a nice setup, to be fair. I don't want to think about disassembling all that again. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. No, I couldn't do that. But, like, I'd love to have... I'm not going to say it, but I'd love to have, like, an office, you know? Like a shed. A man shed, rather than, like, a man cave. Like, the room here, I never measured it, but I imagine 12 by... Is it 12? Maybe it's more. Well, I'm 6 and a bit. It's about 12 by 10? Or 12 by 10 space. Maybe. Maybe it's bigger. No, it's about 12 by 10. I would just love if I could double this. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, that's like... best of luck with that now, Chief, you know? Right, there's a little bit of a stream we can carry on here. And looking ahead, a couple of small lakes. And then way on the horizon we should have bigger lakes. That's where we're headed. Nice. My dream goal would be to have a full audio studio. Ooh. Then you saw the hypothetical cost. Yeah. Like for me, right, to get an extension is absolutely ridiculous because it's like tens of thousands of euros. Tens of thousands. If I got like a shed or one of those prefab cabin thingies, it's still tens of thousands, but you probably get away with maybe 60, 50. But like, you know, a flight simmer now, 50 grand extension, are you having a laugh? Right? But it would be class. Who knows, man? Who knows what the future looks like? I mean, you always have to have a goal, right? Or a dream. Wouldn't it be great if we did this or that, you know? Like, when, again, like, I was watching, I was saying this yesterday, like, G-Lock setup, that's what I want, like, I want that setup. Not necessarily for streaming, you know, I think Paul went into his garage, I think. That's, you know, I don't have a garage here, unfortunately. But, like, and the problem I have, right, where the rig is, I mean, there's like that much space between it and each wall. A flight sim that is a plane in a tree, that would work as well. It's just, I'm very limited for space over there. It's grand for VR because you don't need space for VR. I mean, you're in the cockpit, so you're not worried about building a cockpit, right? And it is a motion rig, so you're getting that extra levels of immersion, which is absolutely incredible. But you're just limited on space and what you can do. And like, to be fair, that DOF reality rig, that was not on the agenda whatsoever. They reached out and said, hey, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Thinking that it'd never happen. It's such a great bit of kit. Just get a DC-3 cockpit, put it in the garden, move everything into it. Yeah, she'd be sound about that. But I was thinking, right, okay, if I wanted to build a setup, because like what I have here is quite functional, and for me, it's very close to like Boeing, because I can put panels on my screen, and I've all my stuff here. I've the Boeing panel in front of me, which is deadly. I mean, all of this works, and like it's right at your fingertips. You know what I mean? But again, you know, the reality to all of this is, of course, yes, you can go nuts on all the hardware, but VR, unless you have like pass-through, you're kind of, you don't need it. You know, you don't need all of the gear. And then you look at people that have the triple screen setups, which again look great. The bezel things are weird though. That'd drive me nuts. Like having a 2D screen is it's absolutely fine and all, but when you're in VR, and I use the Pimax Crystal Light, that is an exceptionally good headset. It's excellent, right? I'd love to check out the Super, and then I'd love to check out the OLED, but like as a VR experience, the Pimax gear I think is absolutely brilliant. It's so good. And like I saw the video there from VR Flight Sim guy, Steve, he was showing like all these new updates for software, right? Explosions, I'm interested in the new Pimax Dream Air. Ooh. Micro OLED in small factor form. Yeah. They're pricey though. Like Pimax are doing an OLED for the Super. You know? A projector, projector is very good as well. The only thing with a projector, and I've seen them in full level sims, I've seen them in smaller setups. The problem with the projectors is they cannot compete with OLED. There's some traffic down there, look. Truck! Using an OLED screen, I mean, it's incredible what it does to contrast and colours and that, you know? Thank you for the home video setup. It was basically a permission slip to the wife that I can buy more gear. True legend. Oz, that's it, right. Across the world, we work together. And I didn't even get into the, make you feel good kind of element of it. Having this makes you feel positive all the time. It gets rid of negativity. Right? Keep that up your sleeve, though. That'll be the next part. But, it's mad. And like when I look around, I'm thinking, right, what can I actually do more? Like I've ordered 2 lights because I want to do what G-Lock did with the lights. So they're the next bit of stuff coming. And then, I don't know. I mean, a projector, I could put a projector up there. At some stage, I'm going to change out this TV. At some stage, there is burn-in on my LG OLED. It's the C1. So like this is like their first OLED. And there is burn-in. 100% I got burn-in. Not enough to make it go, it's broken, but I'm starting to notice it. Pixels and all that are fine, but there is burn-in. Hey, Muttley's here, good to see you. Wick sold the wife and bought a sim rig. It also gives you headaches, but at least you can turn it off. Right? Did you get more plugs? More plugs? As in where I can plug the stuff into. I ran a second. There's Jesus now. So the electricity set up in here is nuts. No, it's not nuts. Sockets. No, well, kinda did. Yeah. It's the same amount that's in like there's 4 sockets. Technically 2 sockets in this room, powering about 20 plugs. But we're still here, right? Is someone frying chicken? Is someone burning chicken? Right. But no, at the moment it's fine. It's working well. Right. We shall start descending. We're 10 miles out. So let me see. Drop altitude down to 3,000 feet. Vertical speed. We'll go down 700 in a minute. We'll ease off the power as we do it. And let's go for about 2,200 on the RPM. Yeah, look at that. Fuel flow, 3 gallons an hour. Man, this is really good. Baba is here. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so I have a CO2 extinguisher there. And the reason why it's not inside here, CO2, like, it's designed for electrical because it kills oxygen. I don't have it inside the room because if I use it inside the room and I'm trapped, I'll drop because I've no air in here. So it's over there. You know. And then I have a kill switch on the fuse board just for this room. So, like, if it did have an issue, it'd be kill the fuse, blast it with a CO2. You know, and then come up with a very good excuse for the insurance company. Oh, Pajani. It's the mice chewing the cable, right? I ran a separate power circuit into the sim and print rooms for the main board, so you don't have to worry about power. Yeah. I didn't do that. I mean, there was already sockets coming in here, so they're just working off. Like, we're 220 volt, but it's all right-ish. I did look into having a backup generator, and that's something that is something else I'm going to look into. Either solar or petrol or whatever. That can be out in the shed, and I'll run a cable in, and she'll come into like whatever transition box. Because like I can go with UPSs and all this, but like they're too friggin' big, and like to be honest, they'll only run for maybe 20 minutes before they're chipping out. You know. You've an old extinguisher from an F-28 cockpit in your room. If you had to use it, you'd probably have to evacuate the entire apartment. Yep. You switched completely to solar panels for the sim room. It was a big cut in the electric bill. Yeah. Yeah, the UPS is grand for like a single PC, like. Yeah, like the solar stuff I'm interested in, but like, oh, there's a big pause. Is the sim going to crash? X-Plane isn't having a great day today, lads, is it? I'd be surprised if I didn't press anything now, it just kind of paused. Let's let it think. That's a big pause. She's back. That was weird. 2 Tesla batteries is running fine. Ooh. Do you get much sunshine to warrant solar? Not really. But like, it works kind of not in direct sunlight. But that's the thing in Ireland. Like, some people, like, Dublin has more sunshine than Tipperary. We get, like, it's always cloudy here. Always cloudy. You're in the Midlands. You know? So I don't know. Solar panel, like, if it's 7,000 or 8,000 quid, and then I'm saying, right, well, I could get batteries and just use the batteries to charge at a cheaper rate. That's potentially an investment option, right? But yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'll wait and see. It's not on my list of priorities right now in terms of like, capital expenditure and all that kind of stuff. If things grow and things get bigger, yeah, I mean, these are all the things you'd be looking at to say, right, I'll do this, All right, coming down to 3,000. Well, the ISB cabinets have redundant power because all well and good, you've been powered up, but your internet would be down. Yeah. So the modems coming in are self-powered on a different. They're all in the one circuit. So right now, if someone were to turn off the electricity to Murph Manor, I'm off. That's it. End of story. Right. Hence, I'm thinking along the lines of, why are we getting stutters? I'm thinking along the lines of a backup generator. Which I have a Jenny out there, but, it's loud. Get your folks some exercise bikes, right? Alright, let's go autopilot disconnect. And let's go in and see if we can find this runway. So as we're descending, we're going to go mixture rich.
Wheat 130 at 2 knots.
There's some wind information. I don't see the runway. Ease off the speed. I think it's just out there. What is it? A grass strip? Easy now. Easy now. Seems like an auto-ortho thing. Could be. Okay, first notch of flaps. Easy now. I'm expecting to see the runway any second. Jeez, is that it? Okay, this is going to be a challenge. Bring that speed right back, Murph. Ah, there's the scenery now. Bloody hell, Nora. Look at that. Jesus. Ah, this is ridiculous. Don't crash, Sim. Don't crash, Sim. Come on, you can do it. Talk about a stutter on final. You ever see the likes of this before? Right, now we're in. Jesus. This is ridiculous. Why was the tiles taking so long to load? Oh, the stutters are real. Ah, Jesus.
Landing time log.
Jesus, we're going sideways. Really doesn't help. I'm going to hit a tree and we're going to die and the brakes are doing absolutely nothing. We've just killed the plane. Bang. Oh. We've gone through the trees. Wait, now, was that a road or is that a taxiway? Oh, it's a road. It's particularly bad today. I don't know what it is. Is it like Ortho got an update as well? I'll check the log.
Can I get a refund?
There's no refunds. You can shag off. What's this now? Chunk missing. So like it's missing a whole load of stuff. Man, it's a real case of like, you know, isn't it? Why that took so long to load in? You know what I mean? The road would have been a better runway, absolutely. Like, if this was your first ever look at X-Plane, you'd be saying, no thanks, you're alright. Right? Plus, the brakes of this plane are non-existent. They're really bad. Tazzy says, Murph, use the map enhancement. Minimal impact on performance, unlike... Yeah, like ortho.
60% of the time, it works.
Every time. Like, I've read that map enhancement has the same kind of weird issues as ortho. For some people, right? Right. Brake.
Engine off time logged.
Right, on air. Let's see how
The
all
flight
this.
is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Let's see. Analyzing flight data. Okay, aircraft has been properly tested and now be moderated by the OnAir team. Okay, good stuff. Hard landing, we'll take it. It's been properly tested. It'll be moderated by the OnAir team and should be available in the coming days. Great news. Okay. Now, for us to do another flight, we'll have to do another test flight. Wouldn't that be right? Aircraft moderation queue. So this is how you add an aircraft to it. That's pretty cool, man. So there we go here, look. Just flight Piper Archer. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we'll wait and see. Ross is here. Good to see you, buddy. Takes longer to load in, but performance is a bit smoother. In your case, you haven't experienced half the issues I had with ortho. Are you on 12.3 or 12.4? 12.4. I thought about X-Plane for years, then it just hit me in the head with your little PC. Murph, Mentor Pilot has been in touch. He's saying he wants to do an episode of this landing. Right? Okay, our next leg is going to take us from here across the way over to a place called Talkeetna. Papa Alpha Tango Kilo. Right? And there's a bit of mountainous stuff along the way. So, if you're looking to assist performance, AO is a performance hog in comparison. Really, Tazzy? I've never had that. Now, and you know what I'm like, lads. We can do a full test on this if you want. We can use map enhancement. Nothing like a bit of live science. Do we like a bit of live science? Map enhancement. X-Plane 12. Now, the only thing here is, how does this work in terms of all the how does this work in terms of all the loading in and ortho files and all that jazz? Here's the question, right? Because if I go into my X-Plane install folder, and if I go into my custom scenery folder, let's have a look. Don't do it, Murph, says Ross. Why is that now? 20 to 30 stutter happens for me in 2020 every half hour. No way. It has a check mark for it, as in the installer. New base package download system. So it was last updated in October. It'll take a minimum of 10 minutes to set up, given the little setup stuff you need to do. Yeah, I don't mind that. Download. Right, we'll download it and see what happens. I take it we need to be out of the sim for this to happen. Right, we're doing a bit of science here. I will said if AO works fine, why give the headache? But it's not working fine. This is the problem. It's only recently ortho for me is running without constant stutters. But even that flight, I mean, look at our landing. It was an absolute disaster. You know what I mean? No, I think it's worth parking this, you know? It can work along with ortho, but I should not do it now. Do it off screen and test a bit with it. Sure, listen, where's the fun of that? I like danger. Let's go with danger. Always choose danger. X-Plane map enhancement. Okay, so we'll export this puppy. Some brainiac science. Yeah. It'll be totally fine, lads. Right? All we can do is break it. All right, setup. Where do you want it to set up? Yeah, sure, horse it in there. Setup process. Okay, so I want a runtime. Map enhancement. RCU over there. Preparing to install. This is all terribly exciting. Run X-Plane enhancement. Right, get in there now. This like even that's buggy like. Now I'm already confused. I've literally just downloaded it and now they're telling me that there's a new update. This is the first time you start the application. Open the user manual. Please follow the user manual. Right. Information. Add auto startup. No. Improved update. Right, that's all okay. Find all that. So Google Maps. We want Apple Maps. Apple Maps. Now, don't you have to subscribe to some of this? How to use. You can change the ground color. No. License. Right. Custom map. Jesus. Language. Check for updates. There are no new versions. Grand. Add auto start. That's okay. Installer update. Select area to install. Auto cleanup downloaded files. Force install. Right. Now, if I wanted to grab a license, would you recommend grabbing a license? Just use Google for now? Okay. Do you know what's interesting though? Ortho you can use Apple and it's free. How did they do that? Right, Google Map. Google Maps server provides the best resolution when flying at low altitude. Right, start. Custom scenery folder not found in explain folder. Please set the correct. Okay, right. Or if you didn't do half the stuff you're supposed to do, you big idiot. Right. Let's see here now. Licenses, language and restart, base options, game path scan. We'll point you to it. I imagine this is going to look for just the root folder, right? Okay. Base package. The path to the scenery folder where you downloaded the base images. File name XPME should be here. Manuals. Who needs them? Everything's. Yeah. Auto reorder scenery pack. And this option is enabled. The application will automatically put the base packages at the bottom of the scenery. Image quality high. Ground resolution normal. That's okay. Use high resolution when flying low. Memory optimization. Enable memory optimization to reduce memory usage. Generally keep it around 6 gigs, but it may cause lag. Leave it off. Enabling preloading. We'll preload the map 10 nautical miles ahead and 2 nautical miles wide in front of the aircraft. This will reduce sudden stuttering and the likelihood of a blurry maps. After enabling this feature, it'll continuously load, so it'll consume more CPU. Leave that alone. Cache size, CPU. Enable core limit. Hey, it's Lazy. Good to see you. Network timeout, privacy, skip game running check, Google Maps override. All right, so there's a bit of jiggery pokery here. Where is the manual? Is there a manual? Custom maps, no. Where is the... check the update. There are no new versions. That's okay. That's cloud stuff. User manual. Okay. Download and installation. You can download the latest base package. Can be installed automatically or manually. Sim Heaven optional, but highly. If you see trees in the runway, you can install Sim Heaven. You can download Sim Heaven. Have that. Install the base package. First, configure your base package path. They've changed this based on the manual. That's a good start. Africa, Asia. I don't need Africa. We won't go with Asia. We'll go Europe, North America for the minute. Give us. Actually, we're flying in North America, so just give me North America for the minute. Install or update. Start downloading. Downloading the manifest. Error downloading base package. Network problem. Socket operation was attempted and unreachable. That's not a good start, is it? Click the download folder. Avoid using hard drives or external hard drives. They're slow speeds. That's okay. You'll automatically during install. This would be during initiation. If it fails for any reason, previously installed on older version, set up antivirus software. Casper Spy, Nord. Folders to add to the exclusion lists. That's all fine. Getting started. Welcome to getting started. Software download. If you disable the page file or set a limitation, ensure you enable it automatically. Before launching the game, open Explain Map Enhancement application on your desktop. Right. I don't like the way this is showing 0. This is a problem straight away. So it's trying to download all of this, but it's saying network problem has occurred. A socket operation was attempted. Cancel. I did set my base folder. Game path. Oh no, hang on. Base package path. The path to the scenery folder. Custom scenery. Isn't it? Why is it doing that now? It wants to be outside of it. Right. Documents. New folder. And we'll call you map enhancement. Right, base package path. Right, let's try that then. Install. No, still not liking it. Technically, it's the same files that AO used. Okay, why is this failing? Download failed. Please try again. Game path, base package. So we've done all of that. We've done that part. We've done this part. Right? What does clicking force install do? No idea. Grin says, restart app maybe firewall. Do you reckon it's firewall? Answer that. Firewall. Allow an app through. So we're looking for map enhancement, isn't it? Change a setting. Allow an app. Browse. Downloads. Map enhancement. That's the installer. So where did this actually go to now? Map enhancement. Let's see, lads. I don't see it there. Let's check the normal spots. Program files. Is it called map enhancement? Explain map enhancement. Add. Okay. That. Bloody hell. Try with another map. Restart app, maybe firewall. Right, close that. And we'll go into this PC, down to program files, map enhancement, explain map enhancement, or was it just explain map enhancement? And we'll start with admin. How's that? Let's see what happens here. Version 3.02, please update the base from the downloader page. 3.02 of base package. Why is it installing again? We'll get there, lads. If we figure it out, at least then we know we figured it out. You know what I mean? Hang on now. We're not restarting the PC over this. Please update it from the base package downloader page. Update, help, base package downloader. Latest. Africa, Asia, Europe, North America looks good. Select North America, install. Downloading. Right. She's doing stuff now, lads. Up to Tivoli. Let's see what happens here. Now, this should automatically put this into me scenery file. You need to reboot to activate the miner. Yeah, shack off. Restart the system. Oh, you're all right, thanks. Right, this is downloading it fairly quick. And now we shall see. Now, this should then go into my scenery file and do the work. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Custom scenery. We'll open this. We'll open that guy now in a moment just to see, right? Scenery packs. Copy that devil. Just in case this goes wrong. It's just elevation data. This is elevation data. Yeah. Muse, good to see you. Thank you. Yes, I'm in my creative space. Bloody hell. I will not point who steal from who, but yeah, well, like, yeah. Isn't this kind of questionable though? Like, your man is technically selling you maps that he doesn't have permission to sell. Isn't that the drama behind this? I think so. So you're basically going to pay him money so you're on his server and his server is getting all the data for free and he's reselling it. Isn't that the gist of this? But if it works, right? Muse, hope you're well, buddy. Right, let's see what happens here, right? We're going to try this. Auto clean up and we download threads, 8. Don't know what that means. What else do we want to do here now? So our settings, custom map, no. Home, Google Map, start service, fallback. Bing, I suppose. No logs yet. Base is in, still installing. FBI coming in with the Chinese stuff. Yeah. It is probably Chinese stuff, I suppose. Great bunch of lads, the old Chinese lads. Settings, game path, base path. So they're all done. Cache not configured. Location of cache files. Cache folder should be an empty folder. It should not be the same as the base. Use default. Cache size 10 gigs. The recommended value is 30. All right, should we go 30? So Image quality high. Network options. Network timeout. Don't know what any of this stuff is. Auto reorder scenery file. Yes, we wanted to do that. Okay. Is there like a save? No. Right, North America is in. And I'm right in saying start the service. Initializing. An error occurred. High quality needs pro license. Really? Where do we change this shagging thing? Stop pressing the help button. I don't need help with your software. Yeah. Custom map 1. Update. Bing latest version Google Map. Google Map, right? It was set to high, so change to medium. It was in the settings. For crying out loud, image quality medium. Really? We're gonna go medium? Right, fire that. Cache folders not set or invalid. You're wrecking me head now. Cache. Use default. Okay, so to go off and make one. Documents. Folder. Use that. 30 gigs. Right, can we try this now? Looks alive. Fire up X-Plane. Let's see now how long this is going to be for loading times, because AO was slow as balls loading in scenery. Like, slow as balls. And as soon as this initiates, I need to go back into my community folder, back into my custom scenery folder, just to make sure it hasn't shagged it. Right? So, I'm on there now. Before we go a step further, custom scenery packs, get in there now. Good. Global airports. Scenery landmarks. Global forests. Sim heaven stuff. Map enhancement overlays. Ortho disabled. All right, let's see if it works. Let's go. North America. So we're up at Lake Louise. Right, launch us in. Initialize ATC. Will init rendering. Let's see how long this takes to load. Loading the aircraft first. Once it loads the aircraft, then we get into the scenery loading. So it'll be interesting to see what this does, you know. Reading new scenery files. Here we go now. This is where the crack is going to be. Do we have a log? Is there now a log we can read to see what it's actually doing? Not really. Let the program respond. Yeah, it'd be interesting to get a log on this just to see what it's loading and where it's loading, how it's loading, and all the jazz, right? Wait for the program. So it says finish asynchronous loading, which is actually kind of fast. If it's already finishing the friggin' loading, that's kind of fast, right? It keeps knocking me cameras out though. And explain. So one of my cameras is now dead. You may just have a cup of tea. It's installed anyway. We're just done a preloading. I'm a safe. Preparing the world. The loading seemed pretty quick. Considering it's now reading new tiles, right? Let's see. I'm excited to see what happens here, lads. I love science. This is brilliant. And it's great that you lot are here, because I do this on my own and be like, oh no, it's shagged. Right, there's birds, there's trees. Right, with scenery. I've no trees. There's my trees. Horrible looking tiles. But it's okay. Is that... Hang on now. Okay, so it is reading tiles. Okay. What's the old FPSage? Wait, have we got to put like power in? 55 FPS, 56, 58. So it's roughly the same in terms of performance. The quality of the maps are that's pretty shit. Like, I believe Apple maps are better. Yeah, like that's not great. I've seen worse, mind you, right? But like, see there, like the masking of the like that's fairly crap, right? So what are my options here to buy? Map enhancements, right? So where do we buy this stuff from? Auto leave mode at night. Leave mode. What's this now? When you are away, you can turn leave mode. The mod will automatically switch to default map and stop the image server. Oh. Enhances nighttime. Requires pro license. Right. So how does one do a pro license? Just a map. Base pack. So it'll be in settings. Base options. Image quality. Advanced options. CPU affinity. So where do we... Hang on now. How do we put this in? A pro license. I'd be interested... Because I'm interested to see if we can get... would it be worth it? What's a pro license? It's like 40 quid? Right, so hang on. Let's go for that, lads. For the sheer crack, for the giggles, right? So let me see. YouTube videos about all many features. So how does one get it? Stop the service. So where does one now get the map enhancement? So X-Plane map enhancement pro.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Where do we get it? Is it like a website or like, how does this work? Has he a website or something? Oh. Does anyone know? It's £5 a month or something. Yeah. Where'd you get it though? Do you do it through the app? I wonder. Update. Base.
Hello there.
I love these daytime streams. I do all the pain, 100%. Under the padlock. Oh yeah, look, license. Ooh. Right. Buy. Device blocking. What? Or, wait. Huh? If you see the following disclaimer. Product. Explain 12. Duration 1 year. It's 40 quid for a year or 5 quid for a month. One license can only be used by one PC. Well, that shouldn't be an issue. Payment. Referral code. Wanna. And lads, we're going to do science here together. Where is this now? Fundage. We shall put the fundage on. Yes, it is I. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, one of those. One of these. Message. In you go, you big Jesse. 64% phone. Please. This is all terribly exciting, isn't it? Okay. Thank you. Your transaction was successful. Thank you for thanking me. You will receive email momentarily. Email. He Sagong. Great name. Okay, how do we do this though? Put you over there. Link. License linked successfully. Oh. Right, Google in the Pro now, BJ's is Apple Map, get in there. And if it fails, we'll drop her back to Google Map Pro. Yes. Now we go into our settings and we turn this fella up to high. Ground resolution, high. Normal resolution, high resolution. Yes. Enable night texture, nighttime lighting effects, making distant city lights and other lights possible. Features. No, don't worry about that. Right. Will we give it a now blast again so and see what happens? Let's see what happens. Start the service. It's running. This is terribly exciting. Right, into we go. Uniform, mister, welcome in. Impeccably epic, welcome in. Just as follows, lads. We're doing science today. This is great. Now, how quick will she load is the question. You know, that's not a good thing to happen at all. Why is my screen going feckin' nuts? Really? Is that the monitor or is it the sim? It was the sim. Disco mode. Right. Greetings from Shannon. Welcome in. That's funny now, isn't it? Seasons are enabled as well. We'll see if this flickers again. Because then they'll be like, see this map enhancement? 40 quid, Murph. I thought you were blinking. Yeah. What a great site to tab back into. Malky, what do you mean tab back into? Where were you? Right, new flight. Get in there now, Jacinta. Yes. Now, let's see the loading. Initializing ATC, init world rendering. This is usually the slow part. Then I'll say, right, we're going to load the airplane. Once the airplane is loaded, right, we're going to load the scenery. And when we're loading the scenery, we're going to do our asynchronous loading. And when that's done, then it says, right, you're in or you're not. Seasons are enabled as well, right? I was checking my charts on OnAir flight. Okay, so CPU is 100% loading, which is right. Loading the scenery. Hey, Tyler, good to see you. Can you come disable the seasons in upstate New York? On it, like a car bonnet. Yes. I love these daytime streams with Murph. It's like you take the pain for us. It takes you 2 hours and then us 2 minutes. Yeah, that's what it's all about, you know. Yeah, I saw Murphy do it. Yeah, it took him hours, but he's an idiot. Always works. Reading scenery files. Now, these are being pulled in from a server, and I'm expecting them to be... Well, I don't know how high-end they're going to be. They were pretty good with ortho. And ortho is using...
Studies, you know, 60% of the time, it works.
Every time. Ortho gave me access to Apple as well. So, yeah, it's going to be fierce interesting, lads. We're now finishing asynchronous loading. This is terribly exciting. I mean, where would you get it? Who knows what's going to happen? Be Janie then. It killed me camera here as well. Murph teaches us how not to do it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. It makes total sense. It stopped me camera from working. It uses so much CPU, you know. He's teaching us the Irish way. Yeah. I'm only going to show you this once. Huh? Did it proper kill the camera? Oh, the camera's still working. Interesting. Right, this is all terribly interesting. We're in anyway. There's trees. Maps are better. Okay. This is promising. So where's the cutoff? So what is it? What did it say? It's giving us like 10 miles? Okay. Flashbang. So we're learning how not to start X-Plane the easy way. Yeah. All right, well, I gotta say, that's not too bad, right? We're not too bad here. Ground textures, what do you think, lads? Looks pretty good. I think it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Right, so we're heading over to PATK. So this is going to be a nice way to do it, right? You don't have to catch it there now. Into the aircraft. Avitab, loading nav date. I just want to see how she's handling with FPS now. 58. $57. 2 FPS more. Battery coming on. Fuel tank coming on. That's all good. Circuit breakers are in. Alternator. Start. Mags. Alright. Right, let's see how this goes, right? I did a Harrison Ford. There's no way we're taking off in this, so I'm just going to kind of veer out to the right. You know what I mean? Right, we'll go this way. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Airspeed's live. Murphy, you do realise you're taxiing up a hill? Yeah, totally safe. Oopsie daisy. Airborne. Mind the trees. Alright, flaps in. Let that speed come up. Plane hurt badly. They're actually pretty good when you get up close to them, you know? And the Impossible Phase have a good one. The strip is a bit too right. Yeah. It's not a great scenery or a default scenery. Right, easy now, Murph. So, autopilot coming back on. Flight director, heading mode. Autopilot, heading engaged. Altitude, call it 4,000. Let's V-speed ourselves up. 700 feet on the minute. Landing light off. And now we're just kind of checking out the visuals. Hey, Dazzy! Well, hello there. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Performance seems good. I'll give it that. Now, what's the application telling us? Loaded. Failed. That's interesting. Color. Now, can we do this in real time? No. So, we can apply this to the different colors on the map. I like that feature. That's pretty cool. And it shows us where we are loading in. This could be interesting. But yeah, Viper Strike, hope you're well, buddy. 2 dogs, good afternoon. Let me see now. Bruno, welcome in. Good to see you, lads. We're doing a bit of science here. Up to 4,000 into cruise, and then we'll get the plane chilled out and relaxed. Right tank currently. I'm liking the detail on the ground. That ain't too shabby. It ain't too shabby at all. Ooh. What do you reckon, lads? Is this an improvement? A bit of weirdness. Details on the terrain, plenty of trees. Haven't seen many houses. Now, there's probably no houses out here, right? There's certainly nice details. Bit of cloud burn in, but you're going to get that on any satellite. Let's climb her up. We'll get an extra 2,000 feet here. You're sitting across your living room, but it looks okay. You know, this looks good. I gotta say, man, it looks pretty good. So far, anyway. Right? Trying to think where the resolution is at. Look, it's not bad. Nice experiment. Glad it went well. After all, it is flight sim. You better believe it. We'll call this one the Hayden UK song. Do you know? That looks pretty class, lads. That looks very good. Right? But like the colours are really, it's very vivid. Right. That I have stuff coming from, it just says Winit HK. I don't know who's that from. Someone's sending me stuff. Okay. This has been a very good test. Looks pretty nice. Yeah, no, it is. It looks really good. Might get yourself a pro subscription. Yeah. You have this too for Microsoft Flight Sim, I believe. Yeah, you can use the same license. Oh, can you? Interesting. I've never liked changing out the map enhancement. I've been never mad using the map enhancement on Microsoft Flight Sim. There's the scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim, I like it as is, you know? Easy. Right, bit of mixture there now. Likely they're Airbus pedals. I don't know. We'll find out when the gear arrives. I'm liking this friggin' map enhancement. Whose idea was this anyway? We know Tassie was involved. Ross was a little bit, as was Wick Shill. The three lads there now. Hey. Let's see what it's like over the snowy metal or over the snowy mountains, right? So we've a bit of a ramble over here. If we any kind of we've a Via War there. TKA. What's your frequency? So 116.2. We're getting it. Nice. All right, nav 60 odd miles out. Go back. Nav. This way. Let's fly straight to that. Whatchamacallit? Via War. Okay. So we'll go via war navigation for this one. Totally haven't pulled to Mexico. Made you mule to test for a minute. Yeah, 100%. Great. Tazzy. Yeah. We blame Tazzy. It's all Tazzy's fault. It was going to be a grand day. Well, to be fair, when I was left to my own devices, you know, I crashed the sim twice. Now, we're going to need exceptional altitude coming across this bit of stuff here. So 6,000, that dog just ain't gonna hunt. You're up to 8 for the crack here now, and we'll V-speed this devil. Give us another 600, and we'll have to watch the old mixture as we climb, right? A lot of cloud burned in. Like, that's where the original Ortho for XP was handy, because, I mean, you could tidy up that, you know? But I am liking the colours, man. That looks sweet. That's very good. Man, look at that haze there. Isn't that gorgeous? Right. We'll keep her moving. Small bit of windage. We're on course. 78 miles out. Wait till we get up to 8,000, then we'll put the hammer down. So look, today it's an evaluation of a brand new aircraft, and I gotta say it's working flawlessly. This is a great release from Just Flight and Thranda. We also did a test flight with OnAir to get the aircraft registered, so the staff at OnAir will see that over the coming days and go, grand, we'll add that to the fleet. And as a bonus, we've done a map mod overhaul, moving from Ortho for XP, or Ortho, over to the map enhancement using a pro subscription, which I gotta say, like, we've a lot of cloud burning on the scenery. You can't expect too much, I suppose, but, like, you know. Now, can we get next round information on this? Because we've no weather radar. You know what I mean? Traffic. Weather data link. Does this work even? TOS. That's terrain. There's a storm scope, which is interesting. Interesting. Right, how's our engine power going? 25. We're right in the middle. 500 to go. How's VR in X-Plane? Cracker, good shout. You know, I must test. I'm not testing that today, but I'll do a test of the VR soon to see how it's holding up. The terrain data is pretty good. I mean, these mountains, right? Yeah, see this cloud burning? See the way the scenery has, like, clouds stuck in on satellite? see all these spots here? So basically when the satellite took the photograph of the scenery, it was cloudy. So that's why you're seeing clouds. But Microsoft, for example, they use AI to tidy all that up for the most part, right? And it depends on who the provider is. Do you know? But look, we're chugging away nicely here. Yeah, it's not snow. You can say it's snow, but yeah, it's not snow. Up here, you probably get away with it and say, yeah, it's actually snow. It's totally fine. You know? It doesn't look right, you know what I mean? Oh, this is a great little plane. We need this Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, we're at 8,000. We're giving it absolute sorts of socks here altogether. We're off the scale when it comes to our temperature. We're on rental mode, 127. Beaut it, Finton. Beaut it. Small course correction. How's our fuel looking? Right and left. Let's go left tank. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. How does nighttime now affect this? Do we know the current time of the day? We should have. It'd be local time here somewhere. Local time is 10 o'clock. So here's our night lighting in the aircraft, which is actually kind of nice. Ooh. Oh, Jesus, that's nice, isn't it? The lighting in here is pretty. You want the moon? I'll get it for you. Not a single light around. We're out in the wilderness, lads. Alright. It's about 10 o'clock-ish. Very high terrain. We'll be doing well to pass this at 8,000. That's just not going to happen. Looks impressive though, doesn't it? Yeah, that ain't bad at all, man. The trees. It ain't bad. Right, lads, I reckon 10,000 to clear this stuff. Maybe even higher. What's our speed? 128? Up the hill. We'll probably skate just over it. Just didn't do a great job modeling this thing, didn't they? Now, there's no boots on this, even though we do have a black leading edge. We have, what have we got? In terms of anti-ice, it's only a pita heat. CO2 detector, we can turn that off. Nice. I like this. So your two chronos, your Hobbs meter, billing and maintenance. So obviously billing is the time in the aircraft and then maintenance is engine time. You know? Speed is holding. This is, apart from that, there's a couple of tiles not great, you know? Like for 40 quid you're saying, Jesus, like, you know, what are you expecting for 40 quid? Does look sharp. I like the color tones. Like this isn't bad at all, right? Just Flight Warrior, yeah. Just Flight's aircraft are brilliant. Right, we need to adjust our course here, Murph. Oh no, we're okay. 60 miles out. Interesting to see now if we have scenery in terms of buildings and whatnot. Like the mountains look pretty good. The mesh is good. Coming up on 9,000 feet. Picture's okay. There's a weird bit of colour thing going on, like here. Like it's cool to see the changes, but like the green looks a bit off, doesn't it? Where's Richie Ricardo now? Oh, the greens don't look like greens. He'd have a freaking field day with this, although that there looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that! Jesus, that looks great, doesn't it? Look at that, lads. Hang on a second. That's gorgeous. Beautiful. Not so beautiful. But then it becomes beautiful again. Jeez, I'm well impressed. What's the owl FPS situation? 62? Like running X-Plane in 4K, granted we're in general aviation, but you know what I mean? Like that's a win straight away, man. That's a win. 55 miles. As we cross out this kind of neck of the woods, we're at 10,000, so we're back to cruise. 2740. $27.70. Like we're pushing the engine on this like an absolute mad fella, but sure, listen, she'll be grand, right? That's gorgeous. Arich is nice now. This is very nice. Yep. With the glaciers and all that as well. I'm liking the detail here. Jesus. Not too bad at all. It's very pretty. Like, we have some kind of weird green colors coming in, but like, jeez, it's very, very pretty. So, looking at my CPU usage, like, it kind of jumps to about 100% when it's trying to obviously load in stuff, right? Which isn't a big to do. It's very temporary. She shoots up and then it comes back. I have yet to have a single stutter or pause at all. So, I mean, so far so good, right? $40 out, lads. I'm loving the color. Like, there's something real about this. You got the kind of yellows and browns and greens thrown in there. You can kind of see where like different tiles mess up with each other, but I think overall this is very good. Like, I wonder what year this satellite imagery is from. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to know the dates of it all, you know? Let's have a look. Good to hear, yeah, Tazzy, man. Look, it'll be interesting now to see how she performs with an airliner, right? Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you see this, lads? Hang on. Where is this now? We won't use their music, but check out this new gadget coming to X-Plane. Right? Real Ops, it's called. It's due out today, right? But effectively, this is like the GSX equivalent for X-Plane. That's what this is, right? So yeah, I will be 100%. I'll be testing this. Like, I use ground handling deluxe, but this looks pretty cool, right? Does it come with the GSX bugs too? I wouldn't think so. Coming February 10th. From where though? So what's it called? Real Ops ground handling? Real Ops ground handling. X-Plane 12. Real Ops, here we go. Get Real Ops. We're currently preparing the first public release. So learn more about it, right? So what is it? Next level animations for X-Plane. Detailed boarding, catering, ground crew animations that push X-Plane ground operations to a new level. Accurate 3D models with PBR. Adjustable service speed. Sim brief integration. Liveries. Real physical aircraft loading. Yeah, for X-Plane, them models are actually pretty good, right? So, the settings, how it looks like, it looks straightforward. Create presets, select a preset, load the plugin, enter data, and check for current status. So, they said it was going to release today, you know. Probably less buggy, I'd say so. Excited for Real Ops, right? Poking your head in everywhere. Come on, Tazzy. It's something that X-Plane needed. Like, I use ground handling deluxe, and it's okay, but like, it just kind of puts the vehicles there. Well, yeah, it just kind of puts the vehicles there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Real Ops does. The scenery is getting absolutely friggin' gorgeous here, lads, isn't it? Look at that. That's excellent. Isn't that excellent? Like, it's not only like, yeah, it's nice. Like, that's excellent. What we have going on in the sky and X-Plane as well, like, Jesus. Like, don't get me wrong. Microsoft Flight Sim for me, that's my sim, right? That's my jam. But you can still have such an incredible experience in X-Plane. You just can. Yeah, no stutters at all. It's map enhancement, Sunjammer. I installed it there earlier on. I'm like, if this agent can do it, anyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? But some places it's not great, but my overall first flight experience using map enhancement, it's very good. It's better than auto ortho. End of story. What am I running on your tablet? This is Garmin Pilot. It's a real world EFB. And it's very good. Garmin Pilot is the name of it. It's like 4Flight, but it's Garmin's equivalent. Had to go and strip some wallpaper there. Is this still X-Plane? Yeah, no, it does. Mr. Minimite, it is X-Plane. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Looks very good, man. Look at the detail. We've got tons of trees down here. Beautiful rivers. I haven't seen any auto-gen scenery yet. As in, like, buildings. That's going to be interesting. We're 30 miles out from our airport. It connects to X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. Yes, it does. How's our fuel situation? Left and right. Horsing onto the left tank. I mean, look at that view there, lads. That is exceptionally good. In any flight sim. Let's give it a go one day. I think the clouds are better than Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, the clouds in X-Plane are beautiful. And there's certainly a bit more going on in terms of the levels in which they can depict it. But look at Microsoft Flight Sim still, like, it's visually out of the box. trumps this completely, you know? I sent an email to Map Enhancement for a free pro subscription after my successful missionary work. You do that, Tazzy, and you tell him this mad Irish fella installed it and it now lives on the internet. Especially at altitude, it's excellent. But again, I haven't seen anything in terms of like urban areas. I imagine we'll get it at the airport, because if we don't have urban buildings, if we don't have houses and factories and whatnot, it just means then it's shagged up me install file, which I can fix. Which map are you using? I've been selecting hybrid, so I'm using Apple. This is all Apple maps, and I'm actually well impressed with them. They're very good. But you've scope to go onto Google or Bing or whatever, it's very, very good, man. So, let me see. We're quite high. We're 24 miles out. We can probably start to descend here. So let's see. Altitude. Let's drop her down to about 6,000. Vertical speed. Let's go down 7. And watch speed here now as well. Yeah, they do. Tony, they really do, man. They're very sharp at altitude. They're very sharp. They don't do that. That's all stock XP or Sim Heaven. Yeah, no, Wick, I know. But what I'm saying is, if your ortho tiles cover one of those lines, they disappear. Like, they're in there. It's the layering system of scenery. Does that make sense? Trees are working. Oh, Jesus. Trees are working. Careful buttons. So it'll be interesting to see if we have cities and such and buildings. I imagine we will. So if I wanted X-Plane to look like this, are there free add-ons? Yeah. Everything I'm using bar the Pro and the aircraft, this is X-Plane out of the box. The weather system, lighting, the map enhancement, you can use a free alternative. Sim Heaven is powering up all the auto-gen stuff. You can make X-Plane look absolutely cracking for free. It just takes a bit of time. If a dude came along with one single product to say, this is going to do all your Sim Heaven, this is going to do all your ortho, this is going to do everything, one click, sell it for like a $5, sure, he can retire. There'll be truckloads of money going to him, Yeah, Wick, we'll know now in a second if it worked. Ed Rock, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. No, I am. I'm impressed now. This is very good. This is very, very good. So, let me see here now. Bit of course correction as we're getting closer to that VOR. Right hand a little bit. 2 knots of wind. It's calm. We're in the soup. But we'll get down through this fairly quick. And I gotta say, again, Just Flight and Thranda. This is a great airplane. It's solid, like. There's a nice bit of systems modelling.
Hello there.
Sounds actually pretty good, right? Badham, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the follow. I mean, look at that out the window, look. That's savage looking. That's really good. Sim Crash Flyer, welcome in. Good to see you, bud. Here's what I've argued. Microsoft Flight Sim is a tailored experience with modability. X-Plane is the base for you to tailor an experience to what you want. Yeah, fair point. Am I only using global scenery add-ons? Yeah, so like the satellite stuff that you see is from Map Enhancement. The trees and buildings, that's from Sim Heaven. The aeroplane is a payware aircraft from Just Flight. That's it, like everything else out of the box. X-Plane without map enhancements though, like, I don't care what anyone says, without having that satellite imagery, it's like it just can't compete, Man, I haven't come across a single house out here. More importantly, we haven't got a single stutter. Not one stutter. Angry Bee, yeah, they look pretty nice, don't they? All right, what are we out? 14 and a half miles, descending. We're saying 6. We'll probably go a little bit lower here. We'll drop it all the way down to 4. We're at 700. Let's go 1200, but reduce a bit of power. And let's just check out what the scenery is going to be showing us down low. Like there's certainly parts in it where the resolution isn't that sharp, right? But at altitude, it's absolutely fine. But it's X-Plane 12. Also, it's so easy to learn flying from scratch. Yeah, I think X-Plane is a little bit... I find X-Plane easier to manipulate and get into it. The options... The UI is 10 times better. Like, 10 times better is the UI. Your menu's up on top of the screen here, first and foremost, which means you don't actually have to hit escape to be brought to a menu. You know what I mean? Now, this was actually showing me map enhancement running. Or will it? No, it won't actually. So SASL is the air. SASL is like the authentication security stuff. So that's always going to run a little bit. Your microwave has a better UI. Yeah, the UI in Microsoft Flight Sim, like, look, it works, but it's what I think what's driving us nuts, it's how clunky it is. It's not fast or responsive. If it was fast and responsive, we get over ourselves and just use it. 2020 was faster and more responsive, and we learned it, you know? I think Just Flight might be my favorite devs. Can't remember ever flying a plane of theirs that wasn't brilliant. Yeah. They're excellent. They're excellent. Yeah, the camera in X-Plane is very good. Again, it's a much more mature platform. They've been a long time kind of teasing out all the issues. But Microsoft Flight Sim, like, it'll get there. 100% it'll get there, but it has a way to go in terms of how optimized everything is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember X-Plane 10. Oof. That was very powerful, but like not at all accessible in terms of learning the menu system and whatnot. But yeah, it's getting there, man. It is getting there. And like, you know, you throw in things like map enhancement. Are they buildings? I still don't have buildings. Even miles away, I don't see any. Well, they're clouds, so I can't do much with clouds. We'll find out now in a bit, because I'm very close to the airport. You'd expect to see a bit of traffic at this range, wouldn't you? Yeah, the control setups are very good as well, yeah. As a non-streamer, would you still recommend Chase Plane? The camera views appear to be excellent. Chase Plane is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most powerful add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim. It is a must-have. Chase Plane and Flow, must-have, in my opinion. It transforms the sim. Definitely. Anything that you can use that allows you to interact with the simulator better in terms of your viewpoint, but also anything that's able to showcase the simulator in a better light, no brainer. You know? It did, Rich. Yeah, I remember that. Chase Plane is God. Yeah, it is God tier. It's very good, man. Very, very good. Right, so we're heading for the VOR, and then we can swing up right to land. But yeah, I'm just waiting. A lot of cloud here. This is going to be interesting. We can probably drop now to 3,000. Just dip us in underneath these clouds. Man, look at that. No buildings. A little bit worried. Do. Why don't I have global forests, global airports? Iceman X-Plane hold. Why is the SAM library gone in there? Disabled auto. And then we have map enhancement. So yeah, I'm just a little bit kind of worried that I haven't seen any ground buildings yet. What's your speed, Murph? Once we land here, I'll load in somewhere else, you know? Is it only flickering screen? What's flickering? The screen is flickering for you? Hang on, let me get out of the clouds and we'll find out. There we go. I've no, like, we should have buildings here. Autogen. We have cars and roads, but no buildings. Oh no, hang on, we have buildings. Alright, okay, it is working, never mind. Jesus, the view. We don't have a lot of buildings, but we have buildings. Ed, good to see you, buddy. No, it's okay, we have buildings. For sure. We don't, like, over here, but we do over there. Now, is that only showing me where it is, where the runway is? Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? If I uninstall 2020, will it also remove my community folder? Yeah. Yeah, just move your community folder out of there. All right, autopilot off. And we'll drop her down and swing in. Lots of flaps. It's a little bit steep, Murphy. Easy. Easy. Throw a bit of a slip in here. Oh, we're very high. Yeah, you've made a botch of this, you muppet. We ain't getting down there anytime soon. Circle around. Are you going to fly over buildings near the airport? Yeah, like, there's some buildings down there. There's a lot of buildings missing. But what I'll do, once we land, I'll load her back. I'll load us into, like, Dublin, just to make sure. Oh, wait, do I have Europe installed? I don't. We've North America installed, so I'll just load in somewhere else. There are buildings here. Alright, we'll circle around this way. What's the old performance chugging along here? We're down to 30 FPS. That's not good. That's very low. It's not liking something. Easy now. Yeah, the L frame rates are very low here. Okay, flaps are fully set. Just draining off the last bit of altitude. The speed is alright. Keep it under 90. There she be. Load into Vegas. Yeah, it must do. Well, Vegas has its own custom scenery, so we'll have to. We'll try. I'll load in somewhere else just to test it to make sure, because maybe the OS data up here isn't great. Why the frame rates are so low, I couldn't tell you. Possibly down to the resolution is trying to load the ground textures. Maybe. Alright, what's the speed? Easy now. Easy now. I mean, it looks pretty okay. Yeah, trees are 3D. Just a very low frame rate all of a sudden. Memory leak maybe? Easy now. Not the best touchdown sounds I've heard, and this thing is an absolute pig on the ground. Jesus! That's how you do an entrance. Right. That's a pig on the ground. Jesus. What's our FPS like now? Back up to 40. I wonder what's pushing it under pressure. Nothing failed. Alright. It's just a beautiful part of the world. Nothing like drifting in. Yeah, it's brutal, wasn't it? Absolutely brutal. Right. Just the old frame rates are like shocking. So in terms of buildings, there's really only a few around the airport. And we still have buildings. I mean, that's the main thing, right? But in other places there should be buildings. It didn't load them in. I'm in the VOR, all right. If we were down the road here. Yeah, like there's nothing loaded in for over here, look. Interesting. Although it did throw in a petrol station and a house. So it could be just OS data. Right, let us end this one. And let's go to Dublin for the crack. You know what we could do? This would really give it a run for its money. This will definitely give it a run for its money. Right. Let's see what this does. Oh, wait, hang on, balls. Should we've not... Yeah, this is going to break it. Sure, I don't have anything... I never loaded in Europe. Operation failed. Yeah. So, let me see. Base packages. We want Europe. 10 gigs. Yeah, we better grab that. Install. For someone who's never played X-Plane, what is the biggest difference between them? Microsoft, I think, is more user-friendly and complete out of the box, right? And it has incredible things like the group flight and, you know, Microsoft excels in a lot of areas. It's also the most prettiest, right? And it runs very, very well. The performance of Microsoft Flight Sim now is excellent. X-Plane, on the other hand, it's a very powerful simulator. It looks beautiful now. You need to do a bit of tinkering to get your settings right, to get everything to look right. There's some incredible add-ons on both platforms. X-Plane is more kind of, I don't know, it's better suited for different types of flying, right? It's better for hardware. It's better for like triple screens and home cockpits and all this kind of jazz, right? I'd be very surprised if this scenery loads incorrectly, right? But yeah, it's a lot of people would say X-Plane is like an engineer's kind of tool as well, you know? And there's a plane maker in it. Actually make your own aircraft inside of X-Plane, which is nuts. Not the easiest thing to do, but you can make your own aircraft. X-Plane is more technical. Yeah, it is. It is. Right, well that went in, but whether or not this will load, we'll start the service and see what happens. An error occurred. The game is running. This mod must run before the game is running, otherwise it won't work properly. Okay. So I imagine we're going to load in and it's all like, what's around us? I don't know whose scenery that's even using. It could be, it's like, is that like stock? Yeah, that's stock scenery, right? And like, you know, where you see like the Aviva, it's like, should probably crash here now. Like that's supposed to be the Aviva, and then you know Croker, and this is where X-plane falls off the side of a cliff, right? So we'll exit it, and then we'll load her back in, right? It uses OpenStreetMap, yeah. Right, so we'll load it back in. This time it's satellite. So let's start the service now, and we'll launch back into X-plane. We're sciencing the bejesus out of it today, lads, aren't we? Do you know what time is it? 2:30. Jeez, not a child watching the house. I just want to test this and we see what it looks like, right? Yeah, X-plane is great for IF4 stuff. Yeah, 100%. Although that was a great flight we did with the that was a great flight we did just now via 4. Is this a new bug? I wonder why that screen is doing that. Okay, now it sorted itself out. That was interesting. I said resume last flight, so this is going to be very interesting to see what happens. The goggles, they do nothing, right? Right, loading the aircraft, and this should load us into Dublin. Plastic sheeting, RTE News, Dublin. That's interesting. Right, let's see what happens. X-ray mode. Yeah, painful. Yes. Reading new scenery files. With a complex aircraft. Yeah, it loads them really quick, look. Finishing asynchronous loading. Right. Tends to turn off stuff though, like it turns off stream decks and all the jazz. Done with preloading. Nice. Real Ops. Looking forward to seeing what Real Ops does. Preparing world. So I have to say, my recommendation is general aviation flying over an X-plane. That Just Flight Archer TX, that's very, very good. I think that Just Flight have done a great job there. And Thwanda putting it together. Thwanda's like Dan Clow, I think, isn't it? Vitelli is trying to turn off. Preparing world. Prepare away. Abdul, good to see you, buddy. Right, let's see how all this works. With the cache, it loads quicker the next time in the same area. Should do, yeah. Should do. Yeah, Dan, yeah. Dan! Right, that's annoying. Why are we getting this screen? Come on. Really? How do we fix this feckin' mess? No, I'm not using auto scaling. Windowed? Full screen. It's like, do you know what it is? It's like the refresh rate is freaking out. Yeah, we can't have this, lads. Now, I wonder. Hang on. Hang on. I wonder, lads. It's the line coming from the PC. We'll try it again. I think X-plane crashed again. Stupid thing. Yeah, submit a bug report. X-plane, you shouldn't be crashing like that, you dumbass. Right, now, we'll try this again. Stop the service. Start the service. And then launch X-plane. It's a 12.4 issue, is it? As in it loads in and the screen starts going nuts. Yeah. So what I did, I unplugged the HDMI, sent it to a different screen, and it seemed to have worked, but then the sim crashed. Go figure, right? Oh, Simat Pro. Let's fire you up here now. Be Janie. Yes. Because you can use a whole load of stuff. What was that other program I was using? It wasn't even Air Manager, it was something else. What was that program I was using? Get in here. Downloads. Wait for the program. Downloads. In here. What was that program? Easy now. I had it after 1 or 2 updates, so did you? Where was this program, or what was it called? It wasn't Air Manager, it was something else. Balls, Murph, what was it? ZHSI. ZHSI. No. Replace the files in the destination. I already have it. Z. Where is it? ZHSI. Extract all. Yeah, go on. Where did that just extract to? Do you know when you break stuff? Downloads. ZHSI. Aha. Will this remember what I was doing? Ooh. So basically what this thing does, this is a pop-out manager, right? So if I were to, hang on. If I were to ground services, connect the GPU, battery on. Right. So when these screens start coming alive, what I can do here, I see these screens, I can pop these out and put them wherever I want, and they're not using X-Plane to render them. These are genius, right? Now, there's no life in here at all. What's going on there, Chief? There we go. So see this? That's rendered outside of the sim, and I can drag those literally to any screen with no FPS loss. This is the absolute beauty of X-Plane. So I want that one. This one. Yes. All right. First officer? No, don't need you. Upper? Yes. And lower? Yes. And I'll show you what I'm able to do with this, because this is absolutely it's just brilliant, right? Electrical, IRS, altitude, annunciators. What else do we want? We want stab trim, rudder trim, XRAS is turned on, FPS counter, they're all running. Right, so if you see this now, right? How do we do this without breaking the internet? I'll show you this now, right? Wait till you see the genius. If I go into this screen and we'll say, turn this guy off for a second. I just want to show you this, right? This is class. Maverick. Right. So check this one out. If I do only. Right. So what I've just created here. Do you see on me Xenon Edge? See all the dials now? See all this? Isn't that absolutely deadly? Because you just can't do that in Microsoft Flight Sim. You can't even do it with PMDG. You can do an X-Plane though. Isn't that deadly? And they all work, and you want to see the weather radar on that map. It is absolutely insanely good, right? And even then, with the wind control gear, I mean, this all works as well, right? Where is this now? Lights? See the lights coming on? What am I doing? Lights, more flights. Here we go. Not deadly, isn't it? It's the screen. You can do it on any screen, but the program you need, it's ZHSI. ZHSI. Do a look for it. But it means then I can use all of the, and like everything works here, right? I mean, if I want to go messing with the barrow, right? There's no delay. There's no lag. Everything's in real time. It's absolutely incredibly good. It's just incredible, right? And you can do that in the world of X-Plane, which I think is absolutely shagging deadly, right? But anyway, I digress. Let me see. We'll turn that off. We'll turn you back on. All right. So now we're testing. Well, how's all this looking, friends? Shunk. Now we have oh Jesus, that's actually kind of good. Now we have satellite. Croker looks a little bit different. We're getting weird flickery LOD stuff. It looks good up close. Yeah, that's not too bad at all, is it? I'll tell you now how accurate it is. If we go down to BAL, I'll know straight away by looking into BAL how new the maps are. They're newish. Yeah, they're newish. That's actually not bad at all, is it? Now check this out, right? Because this is where I think X-Plane absolutely shines, right? So we'll go for immersion. Are you ready? Ooh. I mean, do you see the state of that night lighting? Isn't that impressive? Right? It's excellent. Look at the city lights. That's something else, isn't it? Yeah, the glass is absolutely crap. 100%. 100%. The glass of the terminals. But that's pretty good, lads, isn't it? There's been an accident. Isn't it mad, isn't it? Oh, onto the 50. This is Dublin Airport. So that's pure night time. It's impressive, isn't it? Animus here, good to see you. Jesus, look at the sky colours. Gorgeous. And here's our machine. So FPS wise, I don't know, what are we getting? Appear that in the menu. Data output. Frame rate. Here we go. 42 frames inside in the cockpit, or 45 or so outside. And this is where you can use things like lossless scaling and all this sort of jazz, right? I mean, that just brings the smoothness next level. It's pretty good, man, isn't it? And then you put in something like, you know, world traffic from Just Flight, or you're on VATSIM or whatever. But what I love about this is, you know, I have a full running cockpit with this. That's what I adore all of that. You know, like even on the overhead, like some of the sounds in this machine, this is brilliant, right? Have a listen. So fuel pump 1. You can hear the fuel pumps. APU coming up. X-Plane, it's brilliant. If you bleed, she'll fire up now in a moment. There she goes, Jan's on.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of all the crew, welcome on board this flight. We expect to be departing on schedule today, and weather en route is looking pretty smooth. Shortly, the cabin crew will be showing you a safety demonstration.
That's
this is for your
thing,
safety and for those around you, so please give them your full attention. Once again, you're very welcome on board.
Very, very good. This is Zibo mod. This is a free aeroplane. Everything you see here is free. Free, everything. Crazy. So like for the crack, if we said we were fully loaded, we'll give it we're not going anywhere. Like our FMCs work, but like we're just not going anywhere. We'll just give it we'll fire it up, right? But I want to show you something here. Let's configure this. Let's go to let's see here now. So marginal VF4, but I want rain. So let's give it all to rain, right? Precip, heavy rain, right? I'm gonna bring the time of day back. Everyone's on board, grand. So we'll do one of these.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
And we've Cat Raid as well. Simon, good to see you. Yes, I will be there, 100%. I will be there at FS Weekend. Okay, so park and brake is already set. Ground services, disconnect the GPU, remove the chocks. And let's just pretend for pig iron everything's set up in the aircraft and all is well in the realm, right? Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, a mobile phone and tablet have been made to use for the whole duration of the flight in airplane off flight
Great
mode.
news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
If you have airplane off flight mode, it needs to be switched off now.
Immersion.
And remain switched off for the whole duration of the flight. Thank you.
Heisenberg, good to see you, bud. If we can get those rain effects on the windows as well if we want.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Dokie. Well, we're doing a couple of things, Mouette. I want to test the frame rates, but I just want to show you the Zibo then as well. I get terribly excited about this. It's awesome. Like a free aeroplane, right? What?
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Reference. Wait now, did we not get an IRS alignment? Hang on a second now. EINN. Right, so give that a second. These displays will start lighting up and kill the parking brake.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Please remove headphones during this demonstration. There are 8 emergency exits, each marked with a red exit sign. Floor-path markings along the cabin aisle will illuminate in darkness and guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. There are 4 main doors, 2 at the front of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right, and
Fuel coming in.
4 overwing exits in the center of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle. To secure, pull on the loose end of the strap, and to open, lift the buckle cover. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, individual oxygen masks will drop automatically from the panel above your head. If this happens, remain seated. Pull down firmly on the mask to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Don't worry if the mask is not inflated.
Gen 2 on. Let's start up the left side. And 2 rising.
Remove the jacket from its packet and place it over your head. Bring the strap around your waist, clip at the front, and secure as the crew are now demonstrating. To inflate the life jacket, pull down sharply on the red toggle. There is a mouthpiece for further inflation or deflation and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the cabin, as to do so will impede your exit. Further information may be found on the safety card, which is
Isn't it very immersive, isn't it?
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Doesn't it look deadly?
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight. Oh, it's all default, man. No X camera.
usually it won't show you on the ground, the weather radar. It'll come alive now in a moment. Like, I can see information on my pop-out screens. That's impressive, lads, isn't it? I didn't trim the airplane. Oh no! It's gonna end up in a terrible mess. But you get the idea, right? Yeah, we're going to die. Oh, don't panic! Oh, Jesus! Alright. It's alright, lads. Right, we've recovered the situation. Yes, I can see the warning lights. Jesus, though. Right. I can't see a second thing. Right, it's daytime again. I wonder, can we fire out through the clouds? Jesus. Really see when we punch through the clouds. It's going to be friggin' gorgeous. Is it out? 4,000. Friggin' rocket ship mode enabled. 5,000. Oh, the wings are giving it socks. Keep her climbing. Easy now. Easy now. $6,500. Hopefully we break out of this. Oh yeah. Isn't it only gorgeous, isn't it? Not using real ops. No, it's not out yet, I don't think. But anyway, that was just a very quick kind of look at the state of this. Right. And this is a free airplane. What are you talking about, lads? She's free. It costs nothing. So yeah, Austin should be paying me royalties. I don't think Austin would agree to that. But it looks very good, doesn't it? Like the sounds and everything, lads. Yes, we have fly-by-wire, I agree. But this thing is in a league of its own. Do you know what I mean? Mr. Delta, good to see it. I'll do some flights of this soon. As I said, like, we've covered a lot of ground with X-Plane today. From what's the scenery like actually here? I don't even know where I am. Let's see here now. Scattershire. Oh yeah, man, it's nice. It's very nice, isn't it? There's Bal. So that's the map enhancement as well. Frame rates aren't bad. It's so real, isn't it? Very good. Wait to hear the sounds of these engines now. You ready? Savage. It's so good. Meanwhile, your passengers will be going, "Whoop." No, they don't react to it. Look at the wing flags though, it's friggin' nuts. But anyway, that was a little showcase today of X-Plane. We started off with the Archer, took it for a test flight with OnAir. Then we horsed in the new map enhancement, which I gotta say is very, very good. And then we finished up here with the Zibo mod, which is absolutely brilliant. And Austin, of course, he's a ticket. Look at the date, look. Say no more, right? But yeah, it's pretty insane where X-Plane has come and where it's going. I mean, they're still working on it. And yes, we have Microsoft Flight Sim as well. That's what I'm telling you, lads. You can have a great experience in X-Plane as well, you know? It's if you have the space and the brain capacity to deal with two sims, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. You can have a wonderful experience in it. And it's no harm seeing what the other guys do, especially in Flight Sim. It gives you ideas then to say, hey, Flight Sim, can you do this? Would you try that? You know what I mean? But anyway, lads, that's going to call it for today's stream. We're back this evening. We're going to be doing some... what are we doing this evening? We're doing some Euro trucking. Yes. So we're back this evening with some Euro Truck Sim. And... yeah, I hope you had fun today. Hope you enjoyed it. We covered a fair bit of ground for X-Plane. If anyone has any questions, if you'd like to see a full setup, step by step, how to get the sim up and running. My X-Plane, I have Microsoft Flight Sim set up the exact same way. So all the buttons I use in X-Plane are the exact same buttons I use in Microsoft Flight Sim. So there's no needing to relearn it, if that makes sense. It's pretty much as it was, or as it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. So yeah, if you want to see my creative space, check out my video on my creative space. Yeah, thanks, Energizer. Yeah, great bunch of lads. Right, lads, we'll see you in a couple of hours. We'll be back at 2000 Zulu, which is in just under 5 hours time. So until then, thank you all so very much indeed. Have an awesome day, and well, we'll see you soon. Take care. See what happened to Matty Lonesome? Oh, that was brilliant. Did you see him? Matty, are you okay? Are you okay, Matty? Oh, Jesus. Did you see what happened to Matty Lonesome?